All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to session. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. 18 of New Yerra.
17.
Um, oh,
I was
is
gonna
it?
guess 16, so
I think it's 17.
I've written in my notes 18.
Okay.
Session number.
Session teen, late teens.
Professional.
This session can nearly drink. In New Zealand,
Okay.
not in America. God, really fucking throw me for a loop. Fuck, dick. We got music.
Music's
Don't worry
playing.
about it.
Yeah, we got music on my
God
end at
damn.
least.
There we go. All right. Last session, guys. What a session. Anyone like to recap?
War crimes.
Kinda. I mean, most of it. Yeah, we just set up an ambush and committed war crimes.
Uh-huh.
We had a
pretty
pit
much.
of death and fire.
Sure.
That was the second half of the session. The first half detailed the arrest of one Franklin Strauss after a B&E and a rendezvous. You guys got evidence in his house that he did some weird ultra shit, and after fighting a couple of monsters and Nash ripping said monster out of the skin puppet of a little boy, killed it, got the sufficient evidence needed, brought it back to the sheriff, Vaughn, remaining at the mansion to ensure that the arrest of Franklin Strauss goes smoothly. Then I believe the rest of the session, after a small time jump to the 9th of March, the night of the 8th going on the morning of the 9th. It was confusing then, it's still confusing now. You guys set up an ambush for the returning Colton Blackburn, the youngest son of the Blackburn family, and one of the many family members responsible for Stephen's tragic backstory. After setting up a frankly devastatingly effective ambush, the party managed to fight off his garrison of troops and slay him. Now we pick up in the early hours of the morning, slain and slewn. Past tense of slain. I think slain is past tense. Bandits lay at your feet. Multiple carriages on fire. Multiple dead horses. What's everyone doing?
Stephen is grabbing all of the typewriters. I think you said there were, 3 or 4 of them?
Typewriter? Talk
The
Tommy
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 guns.
gun.
Yes, I believe there were 4, because there were 4 heavily armored guards.
Yeah, he'll grab all 4 of the Tommy guns. First thing he's gonna do is etch the Von Severn logo, just really quick, as good as he can. Just a rough etch. And he's going to basically sling them or strap them to himself to carry them back.
Yeah, absolutely. Steven, you quickly run around. I'm not gonna make you roll for it if it's just like a quick, just to get like the visage of a logo. Easily done. But the rest of the group, you guys see wife beater Steven with 4 Tommy guns just essentially strapped around him. Looks like something out of Rambo 6. Die Hard 15 to die with a hard. He's geared up.
That's how I want to go out. Anywho, Vaughn's gonna search the Blackburn body, see if there's any goodies on there, like notes, anything like that.
No notes on him. Nothing of note except for, I believe he had you find, the only thing of note seems to be a pistol. But unlike any pistol you have seen before.
Okay, Vaughn's gonna kind of examine it and look over to Steven and be like, "This look familiar to you? Anything that your family might have worked on before?"
Stephen will take a look over.
Easily done. It's the same machine pistol that you carry, minus the obviously Von Severn logo.
Yep. That's the one we were working on before I left.
He'll kind of offer it to you, be like, "Well, it's your invention. It's yours if you want it."
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll put the old Von Severn seal of approval on it after I check it over. But I've already got one, so if anybody's interested, it's pretty good. I don't know. I can teach you guys how to use it if you need. And then he'll take it and just chisel a simple Von Severn seal on it.
Alright, easily done.
What was it again? You said it's like an auto pistol.
Yep.
Yeah.
Auto pistol.
What are the stats on that?
It's 2d4 plus dex. Or I think it might just be a 2d4 plus 3. Yeah, 2d4 plus 3.
Okay.
Let me see the inner workings. Oh, I have it set to strength. Is it dex?
It should be Dix, yes.
It should be
Oh,
dex.
GC
Okay.
man.
I don't know. I mean, you don't really
2D.
use it, so
2d4 plus dex.
He's used it like 3 times.
Yeah, I haven't used it much. It's a 20-60 range.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, when I gave him a whip that could rival fucking God's weapons, I don't think a machine pistol is that useful.
That's crazy.
I guess I'll join Vaughn over by Mr. Blackburn there. I'm look back at him. Do you need anything from this man? Are we done with him? Anything you need to know?
I mean, information on where the rest of the family are, but I mean, it's not that important. We
Well, I'm
already
saying
knocked 2 down today.
I've become a bridge between life and death, so I can pop in his noggin there and have him talk to me a little bit. It was the only reason I asked. He may not be cooperative, but we got the option.
Well, guys, you've already done so much for me, so we can always find them later. If it's not gonna take up anything, or you got enough left over to try, we can. I wouldn't mind getting some information on where the rest of the family is.
Got plenty of juice in the tank still. If there's something that you want to ask, so.
If you could ask, let's see, where is the remaining sister of the Von Severn family? Would I know what the other sister's name was? Through like papers or just knowing the family?
I think you would know the layout of the family, but exact names kind of elude you.
Okay. Then yeah, where's the remaining siblings of the Blackburn family?
All right. I mean, I'll get it done. Nash takes his guitar off his bag, swings it around, starts playing a little couple chords in a minor tone. Those lights start to around the Blackburn body, and it kind of rises up. I had it there. And it looks like you're having a bad day. You kind of had it come though. I just want to ask you a couple questions. First of all, anything you'd like to say to us or our party here?
Kind of in a that broken, echoey voice, you kind of just hear, "I thought he was dead."
So nothing big you want to say. Okay. Second question. Where is? Did you know the sister's name? Sorry, You just asked.
No,
My mind went blank.
I asked where the remaining siblings were.
Where are your other siblings outside of Missy located currently?
They are allowed to be untruthful or as vague as they please, I believe.
Yeah, they don't have to cooperate at all.
I wouldn't worry. They'll be finding you soon enough.
Well, that's convenient. They're gonna come look for us, Steven.
That sounds perfect. Well, what other inventions did you steal from the Von Severance?
Yeah, that one. What kind of stuff did you steal? Their proprietary technology.
Every weapon you were working on that we could sell at a fair enough price.
Okay.
That means maybe the good stuff that was a little too, experimental ain't been taken yet.
Mm-hmm. Alright, well.
Got two more.
How did it feel to get cut down by someone you thought was dead?
Well, that's a good one. That's dark, Steven. Yeah, well, what did it feel like to get cut down by someone you thought was dead?
You feel as if silence is the answer, but a silence that is tinged with embarrassment and anger. Like as if this corpse is seething underneath the silence.
Well, that's all I wanted from him.
All right. So last we got one more. Got one more. Let's see. What's hell like?
Warm.
Well, that confirms it.
Before he goes down, Vaughn's just gonna be like, "We've been to hell before, so if we go back, we don't mind kicking her ass again."
Wait, what? And then get the body.
Actually, now we mentioned, that wasn't even that warm where we went.
Yeah, it wasn't spicy until we got shot with that, gun that Waddy had.
I mean, the lead was undoubtedly warm.
It was real spicy. I think I got some of it still caught in my lungs.
You should see a doctor.
Yeah, could be tuberculosis.
That's fine. I just need a little bit. I think I almost got all of it out.
All right, well, we done what we need to do here. Are we gonna clean up, or I
don't gotta loot. Just go steal their stuff. I mean, most of it's done burned away, but I mean, there's probably some money in there.
We got check that last cart. I'm sure these bandits have been paid already.
All right, well, I guess we'll just start looting dead bodies. Nothing about that makes me feel weird or uncomfortable.
These are the same guys that pulled that machine gun on us in that tavern, so I feel nothing for them.
You're right. These are subhuman creatures that we are dealing with. So we appropriate them funds.
Monsters. Yeah, if you guys want to give a quick once-over, as previously mentioned, most of them and the characters are burnt. So, someone roll me 2 D100s.
Do we need it to be ridiculously low? Because
I'll
the
roll
man.
one.
I really want this for the highest.
Who else wants to roll one?
I could do one, I guess.
We got a
74.
74
If you're
Oh,
looking
that's
for a
pretty
roll
good.
below 10, it's always gonna be me. I'm the
You got a 99 the other day too, so
still.
and a 63.
All right, if I can do quick math, that is $137 collectively that you found.
Ooh.
my mind was like, gold pieces don't burn up anyways. It doesn't matter if there's fire. No, we use banknotes.
Yeah.
Those pretty much so can burn.
It's $34.25 for all of us.
34.25, you said?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Quick math.
Look at you. $34 and 25 cents. I have
Watch yourself.
157 cents for breaking change.
I have 120 cents for breaking change.
There you go.
All right, you guys stand here in the by now would be early hours of the morning, the final day you guys have before the Great Thunder Hunt commences. Fire crackling, flickering in the darkness. What's everyone's plan?
All right, we heading back to town, or
You
Yep.
can. Because I just had a real disturbing thought, though. You know how I do the thing where I like play a song and the dead people speak?
Mm-hmm.
What if other people could do that too? And they're like, "Who killed you?" And they're like, "Stephen Von Severin did."
toss them in the pit. Toss them in the flame pit.
I think we gotta toss them in the pit, Stephen.
Yeah. Well, we don't just gather them all in this last carriage that didn't catch fire, and we'll light this carriage on fire.
Yes. All right.
All right, you guys spend probably around 20-30 minutes lugging dead bodies into this final carriage.
No witnesses.
I believe, how many people? 11. So far more than the capacity of this carriage. Stacked
fine.
up on
Think
top
on
of
the
each
roof,
other in
yeah.
a pile. Yeah. How are you guys gonna light it?
With the existing burning carriages.
I was
There's
gonna
a
say
lot
Vaughn can just snap his fingers and do the firebolt.
Yeah, I was just gonna grab like a stray piece of burning wood.
We can do both. It's gonna burn no matter.
Yeah.
We got a lot of
Either
fire.
way,
at our
with
disposal.
this team effort, easily able to set the the carriage ablaze, and along with it, any evidence of your involvement in, quite frankly, a massacre.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, we gotta go catch a hanging. So, let's get moving. And he'll click his cane back into cane mode and start walking back towards town.
All right, you guys begin making your way back towards town. Like I said, early hours of the morning, everyone hurt, injured, slightly singed. I assume we're all heading back to the hotel.
Guy, if we
Alright.
can before the public execution or judgment or whatever.
Yes, that would be around like midday, just a few hours
Okay.
before 10 or 11 in the morning. So you guys would, there'd be enough time. It'd be like a,
Mhm.
I don't think it's quite 8 hours, but it's enough for you guys to get a long rest. So you guys head back to the hotel, and with that, mark off a long rest, and officially you guys bank that level up.
Nice.
Nice.
I have so much HP right now. I'm so stoked.
Yeah.
I'm a tank. I keep rolling real well on my HP rolls.
What are you at?
61.
That's more than me.
I
I'm
keep
at
rolling
53.
real high. Like the past two, I got like 7 and 8. What do you have?
I have 53.
53. I'm sure my own math checks out here. Give me a second.
My math might be messed up because I never know how to start health in D&D. So I just
You always
kinda
take
guess.
one full die
Mm.
when you start.
I'm at 73.
Yeah, I'm 9 away from the max possible total. So yeah, that's not too.
Must be nice.
I'm healthy.
Alright. you guys wake up, morning of the 9th, in your individual rooms. One full day, outside of the courtroom appointment that you guys have been invited to. You guys have one full day to get all your affairs in order before the 10th and the morning of the Great Southern Hunt.
Mm-hmm.
Are we able to procure our equipment that we've been having commissioned at this point?
I would say the court case is in the morning, so you're welcome to go attend that. Then go grab anything you'd like in, or you can wake up extra early. Yes, today's the day where everyone's gear should be ready.
Cool. Yep.
Alright. So you guys wake up, convene in the lobby. What's first on the docket?
Go watch this execution.
I put on my nice shirt that Cherry made me get.
One with the tassels? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. As instructed by the sheriff, you guys make your way to the courthouse. This isn't a execution by any means. This is a sentencing hearing. Kind of like the People versus Franklin Strauss. You guys meet the sheriff in the front of the building, who seems to be waiting there for you. Y'all made it just in time. I appreciate y'all coming out to this. I just thought you'd like to come witness firsthand, some of your handiwork. You guys have to be coming in seated with the general public because technically you guys had nothing to do with this, but
Yep.
I'm gonna get in there. I'm actually one of the what's the
witnesses?
Yeah, I'm an expert witness. So I gotta jump in, but I've allocated some seats for you guys in the back. Feel free to jump in. We're gonna begin starting soon.
All right.
Absolutely.
Real quick, Sam. Did we already check out of the hotel? Is this our last official day, or do we have an additional day?
Or
an additional.
You have an additional night.
Okay. So
yes.
I left the owlbear in the room. I brought Benjamin. I put him in my pack. He's just vibing in there.
Alright, straight vibes. Yes, so you guys got this day. This is kind of like your last day to get everything ready. You guys have essentially got to wake up, check out of the hotel, convene outside the mayoral office, get a little pep talk, and then everyone's heading out for the hunt. Right. So you guys are standing outside currently the courthouse, and it seems to be buzzing at the moment. Word has spread quite quickly, and this is probably one of the highest profile arrests in a relatively long time. So yeah, people are coming in and out, people who seem to be of high station, a lot of police officers, a lot of just general public. But everyone who seems to be of note is already inside the building.
Alright, well, let's go and grab our seats. Probably should have got my armor before doing this, but I'm sure they won't mind me being in a wife beater.
I just looked at my own night shirt. I don't know, Steve. A little underdressed for the occasion.
Yeah, I am quite underdressed. I'll give you that.
Truthfully, I can wear my shirt if you want. I don't care for it that much.
No, you can. It wouldn't fit me. It's.
Question for DM.
Yes.
Is there court proceedings? Is there a jury, a proper jury that does jury deliberation at this point, or is it just a judge who's like, "You're guilty"?
A good question, and I don't know my Wild West history, so I'm going to make an executive decision and say that there is a jury.
Okay.
Yes.
If that's the case, can I find a member of that jury?
This feels illegal.
I'm about to do crime.
I'm about to do crime. Make an investigation check.
Do you mean the murder we committed the previous night wasn't illegal?
Yeah, but that feels justified. Tampering with jury feels weird.
Yeah, but this dude's a fucker.
I know, but white collar crime makes me uncomfy.
I'm going to do white collar crime. What did you say? Investigation?
Mm-hmm.
Not great.
So yeah, just super quick before Nash splits off, you guys enter into the courtroom, and pretty standard procedure. What have we got? 16. Yeah, there seem to be it just, like I said before, it's absolutely packed in here, but there seems to be kind of off to the corner of one of the larger hallways seems to be a group of people kind of standing there who you kind of like ping as like they look stressed, they look tense, as if they were to make a big decision. You kind of feel like this is a few members of the jury out of their seating currently.
I'm gonna do what I can to just kind of walk by, like not even enough to stop, but just enough to walk by and say a thing to one of them.
Yeah, sure. Make a stealth or sleight of hand, depending on what you're actually doing as you walk by.
I'm just gonna say something to him. That's it. That's it. And well, a little bit of juice in it.
All right, yeah, go for it.
So which one would you prefer?
Let's do stealth. Just like not necessarily as in you're trying to hide, but more in the sense that you're trying to blend in.
Cool. I'm not the greatest at this either. Let's fucking go.
Is this a low roll? That's so that is low DC, but that's a low roll. Describe what you're doing, because it's not exactly like anything's gonna stop you. Yeah.
I'm gonna go by, and I'm just gonna like as I'm going say, I suggest that that man get the news, and you make sure that happens.
Don't think this commoner is going to do much in the way of saving against this, but we shall see. I was gonna ask what your DC was, but that's a natural one. So yeah, you see this woman that kind of like standing closer to the pathway as you walk by, kind of turn, and that's the seemingly, I don't want to say victim because that makes it sound really bad, but the person of which the spell is targeted, kind of her eyes kind of do that small glaze as you feel the magic has set in, and seemingly doesn't respond to you, but you feel that kind of wash over her. As you walk by, a officer kind of walks up and says, "Hey, excuse me, please, don't mingle with the jury."
Oh, sorry, I don't know. I feel some kind of way about it, and out of piece. You're right. I shouldn't be doing that. My apologies, sir.
I understand tensions are high, and quite frankly, with the amount of evidence, not many people are happy with this man, but we'd still prefer the jury to be unbiased in this.
That's fair. No, I'm full. My apologies.
All right, make a deception check. This is for courtesy, because I think you're going to be fine.
Check. Deception's not my best, actually. I'm not a huge liar usually. It's only a 23.
What were you saying?
Dude, it's only a +6. If it's persuasion, that's a +11.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of a difference.
He actually rolled really well on his insight, but on a 23, well, he just kind of like ushers you back away from what seems to be a bit more restricted access area, at least socially. Leads you back to kind of the main hall where everyone seems to be getting situated.
White collar crime.
Where are our seats at?
In the back, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, as you guys like mill around, Nash does a little bit of white collar crime. Eventually, the crowds get led into the actual courtroom. Saved seats from the sheriff seems to be 4 in the very back of the room, where you guys are able to be seated. A lot of people around you seem to be quite wealthy, just like, this is the Wild West, there's not much fucking entertainment out here. Some wealthy people are like, let's go down to the courthouse today. But outside of the people actually sitting in the chairs, who it's all completely packed, there seem to be just more common folk who are just standing in the aisles, walkways. This courthouse seems to be packed.
Mm-hmm.
Out of curiosity, Vaughn wouldn't know, but a general question, did the mom show up?
Question. I would say yes, and I think she's near the front, near the, I actually googled terms for this. The opposite of a defense attorney is a prosecutor. So nearing the prosecutor stand would be the mother and the elder brother.
And one more general question. Did they take our weapons when we got in the courtroom out of curiosity?
That's the Wild West. No, everyone has packing.
All right, fair. This is gonna be awkward.
Steven still got like 4 Tommy guns.
Yeah,
I
as
just
you
got
walk
a
in,
bunch.
yeah, Stephen
What-
with your wife beater and like 4 like Tommy guns, an officer stops you as you actually enter in the courthouse. Like, excuse me, sir. Your shoes untied. You might want to get that.
Absolutely, I appreciate that.
All right, come on in. Get on in here.
We're getting a guilty verdict one way or another.
I got 2 for my hands and 2 for my feet.
All right. As the party gets seated in the back of the courtroom, and after the murmurs take place, the judge seems to kind of get hold of the room, and proceedings begin to take place. As I mentioned before, the prosecutor and the defense attorney go back and forth. But as the time goes on and hours pass, not hours, not seemingly in a sense of like the discussion seems to be kind of perpetuating. Hours, as in the amount of defense, the amount of evidence stacking up against this guy is near insurmountable, and it just takes a long time to actually get through it all. As you guys go on, it's very obvious that even without the white-collar crime, I don't think there's a single soul in the room that would be willing to give this a not guilty. The sheriff gets called up as an expert witness and gives his testimony of what happened and his accounts of that night. Conventionally, that's not the word. Conveniently leaving out any dealings with you lot as a group. And finally getting called to the stand is Franklin Strauss himself. He gets up there and the prosecutor begins to ask a series of questions. Essentially attempting to put a nail in the coffin. As Franklin Strauss, this elderly, almost frail man, glasses, seems to be balding, kind of hunched in over himself, incredibly racked with what seems to be guilt and nerves and anxiety. It's kind of just this blank stare into the ground, doesn't quite seem to be there. But as the prosecutor finishes this line of question and statements, Franklin Strauss begins to look up as if to give his side of the story, give his explanation as to what happened. And as his mouth opens, the window to his left shatters, and a bullet rips through, hits him in the side of the head, and he goes limp on the stand.
Okay. Never mind. No.
If that happens, Vaughn is, since we're near the back, he's gonna immediately run outside and kind of go around and see if he can see a shooter.
Yeah, screams ring out. The judge, obviously standing to the right of Franklin Strauss, gets just Gallagher spurted with blood, begins wiping from the eyes. Before the judge can even process what's happening, people are screaming, running. Vaughn, as you try to get out, immediately looking for a suspect and looking for a shooter, with the amount of people packed in here, it's slow going. Trying to like wage your way through the group, as majority of the people are terrified and also attempting to leave. What's everyone else doing?
Steven is looking through Rodin's eyes, who would be basically just circling around the outside of the building, try to get an eagle's eye view of where that shot came from.
No perception needed. Judging based when you guys are at the exit and around the side where the window, looking at the person who did the crime, I'm not good at coming up with words, would be looking, you see someone drenched in a heavy black cloak. From a distance, you can't quite make out details, but they seem to be walking around the side of the building and attempting to stand in front of the main doors. And just as you see that person walking around through Rodin's eyes, people begin flooding outside, and that person almost begins to blend in, kind of going opposite ways with the crowd, but begins to blend in with the crowd that seems to be dispersing.
Okay. I will give everybody, the whole group, his description and tell him that he's seemingly heading into the building and then to get ready. And then he is going to take the wall by the entrance and keep an eye out for him.
Alright, you begin making your way to the entrance. Vaughn, you begin making your way outside. Cherry and Nash, what's everyone doing?
I think Nash is looking at that splattered dead body with a look of satisfaction on his face right now. And just sitting in his pew waiting. Steven says someone's coming, he just sits down and waits whatever's coming next.
You're muted, Kawhi.
Cherry will pull out her shotgun and just ready herself for any kind of fight that may go down.
Sam, the area where Vaughn's running out right now, he hasn't made it outside, correct?
There's kind of like the main like courtroom hall, the waiting area where you guys were seated, where the white collar crime was committed, and people just seem to be milling about. A hallway that leads to like the outside area.
Okay. About how high is that hallway area?
I would say like maybe like a standard room and a half. Like it's a higher ceiling than the average room.
Okay, Vaughn's gonna click his heels together and fly up to avoid the crowd and whip out the rifle.
Alright, yeah, you just begin hovering above the crowd. People seem to be terrified of that, but that isn't a prominent threat at the moment, so they freak out, kind of get startled, and continue running out. Stephen, through Rodan, as you see this crowd begin to disperse and begin just making their way into the streets, you see a lone figure standing in the middle of the road outside the door, not moving. It's the same figure drenched in black.
Okay.
You seem to realize he's not entering the building, but he has made his way out to the front door, awaiting your guys' arrival instead.
Okay. It looks like he's waiting for us. And then Steven will, for now, I mean, he does have the Tommy guns on his person, but Kane, not in attack form, he's gonna head out the front of the building.
Alright. That being said, as I believe at least Vaughn and Stephen begin making their way out to the roadside, I will throw everyone on the map.
Oh shit.
This would be the front door that you guys are exiting out of.
Hello there, friend.
That son of a bitch!
I'm just gonna say I'm like inside, but like here-ish probably.
Okay.
I'm last to leave, I'd imagine.
Hold on. I mean that Rodan wouldn't even be able to see the skull mask from the vantage point. So yeah, Steven would be out in front as soon as he realizes.
Alright, that being said, as you guys begin making your way out, and through a series of reactions similar to what you guys are experiencing, that realization kind of sits, and waiting for the party outside the courthouse is a figure covered in a thick black cloak. Underneath you see the figure wearing a large leather duster, patchwork metal armor, and steel gauntlets. Additionally, the figure wears a cast iron mask forged into the shape of a skull. The metal around his right eye seems to be reforged and pieced together from a different piece of metal. As he stands across from you, you can hear a voice calling out. An older man, dressed in Central Republic uniform, seems to be standing in a nearby alleyway. Corporal John Graves, the commanding officer of the SS Providence that you guys did your little espionage mission and that Nash talked to. This is the older man who was kind of leading that meeting with the crocodile revolver. He seems to be like calling out, and as the kind of murmurs of the crowd begins to disperse, you can hear him yell, "You damn monster, you're gonna get me killed! We're here for Strauss and nothing else!" Right? And he seems to be urging Caliburn to kind of come back.
No, he's not!
Caliburn, seemingly ignoring Graves, stares at you, Vaughn, and cocks his head to the side. He looks at you inquisitively as though through great effort he recognizes you. As Graves continues to plead with him, Caliburn unholsters his shotgun and grips it in his hand while he unwields a lasso in his other. He seems to be, through whatever means you are unaware of, ignoring direct orders given to him, and a sense of revenge has filled him at the sight of you. With that being said, can everyone roll initiative?
Absolutely.
On this map, his name's Graves. You said, right?
Corporal John Graves, yes.
Yeah. Where is he on this map? Is he?
He
in
would
range?
be a little bit like he's off the map, but he's like down here.
Let's go.
Just out of curiosity.
I can put just a little placeholder token for him if you
Yeah, you
like.
got like, your little cowboy hat or something.
Yeah, exactly what I got. I got a little cowboy hat for him. All right.
Beat a 24.
With a no.
God dang it, he beat a 24.
If it makes you feel better, I don't think Corporal John Graves will. Actually, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
God dang it, I rolled a 19 and he rolled a nat 20.
All right.
God damn it. I thought Sam might just be gaslighting.
Yeah, boy. Oh my god. Exciting. I didn't realize we'd be getting into this so quickly. I don't know why I didn't think that, because I had it planned. But, I need that. Fuck, I didn't get any of my dots ready. Talk amongst yourself about how cool this reveal is.
I did. It is very sick.
He's a son of a bitch is what he is.
I
When
cannot wait to
heard-
fight.
Like assassin from outside, my head did go black, or not Blackburn, Caliburn.
Yeah.
Caliban,
I-
it's him.
I almost fired magic missiles at him, but I didn't. So I was like, this could just be a good citizen.
He's a man trying to do his best.
I was worried that something the opposite might happen. Like someone's gonna come in, like some high political figure is gonna be like, "Oh, due to the Central Republic, blah 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 blah, we're gonna amnesty this man." No, it's the opposite. We're gonna eliminate our loose ends here.
Mhm.
This man has a lot of important information, a lot of hard people don't want people to know about. Alright, first up is Caliburn. As described before, he has a shotgun that seems to be a short-barreled lever action that he holds in one hand, Terminator style, and in the other one he seems to have a golden lasso. That's not a Wonder Woman thing, I promise.
And before it casts on the truth on us.
Fuck. Alright, he needs to move 20 feet, which he can. He begins pacing towards 20 feet until he is within range of you, Stephen. And you see this lasso, with minimal effort, begins to almost move with a mind of its own and begins to wrap around you. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
All right.
Damn, if I was a foot forward, you'd have a bonus.
Dex save. Ah, that's a terrible
as
roll. 13.
This lasso begins to wrap around you. The rope begins to go taut between where he's holding and where it seems to affix itself to you, and you are considered restrained. That being said, he will then make 2 attacks with his shotgun, both of which being with advantage, because you are said restrained.
Okay.
That is a 20 to hit on the first one.
I will go ahead and shield. That misses.
Alright, second one is... Oh my god, dude, you were so cool, 14.
Nope.
Alright, well this rope is affixed to you, you are considered restrained, but as he fires, you still manage to, with your kind of arms affixed to your chest, dodge out of the way of both attacks. These shotgun blasts are ringing your ears as well, Vaughn, as they fly past Steven and you at the same time. Next up is Steven.
All right.
You can make a with the same DC of 15, a dexterity saving throw or a strength saving throw to escape.
Okay. Does that take an action, or do I get to do it at the start of my
That will
turn?
be your action to escape.
Okay. Can I try to pull him into me?
Oh. Let me see what restrained officially does. Speed is 0, advantage and disadvantage on attack, blah, 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 blah. I would say you could make a contested strength check with Caliburn, and you could probably push him 5 feet towards you if you wish.
I'll just try to break out. I think.
Alright.
I don't think
You
it
could
would be
still
that way.
attack if you wish. It would
Dude.
just be a disadvantage.
Oh
and
my god.
Yeah, you attempt to struggle, but this magical lasso seems to remain affixed to you, unfortunately. You still have a
Literally
bonus
my
action.
best save. I still have my bonus action. God, that really annoys me. I cannot believe that happened. That will end my turn.
Alright, next up is Vaughn.
Okay, Vaughn's still kind of like floating in the entranceway. He's gonna go forward, and I'm gonna use my action to pull out a knife, and I'm gonna try and cut the rope loose from Steven.
Awesome. It actually has a AC as well as hit points, so make an attack roll.
Oh boy, I don't know if I have a dagger ready, but that's okay. I don't, but that's okay.
24 plus dex.
Let's see, so that is a 15.
It actually misses.
Well, all right
Is this
then.
wait? What are you attacking with this exactly?
Dagger.
Dagger. Yeah, you run up and you go to try to begin cutting away. You feel like it's less that you don't fucking whiff. You're able to try and cut it. It seems to be stronger and maybe requires a bit more effort than what you're currently giving it.
Right quick, I forgot to add my proficiency bonus, so that would be 17 actually.
Still misses.
Okay, whoa, okay then. Vaughn gets like a good cutting motion going, sees it's not going, he kind of looks to Steven, he's like, I'm gonna go up, all right? And he's gonna start going up. He'll go up 30. How tall is this building?
I would say that this lower area is probably around how big's a foot? Like 20 feet, and then maybe 40 feet, and then 60 feet on the actual tower area.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, Vaughn will use all of his movement to fly up, I guess 25 feet if he took a step forward. 25 feet, bonus action, he's going to go 15 more feet and kind of position himself around the hip of the building, I guess, for a cut.
Okay.
And that'll be it.
Oh, excuse me.
Next up, that is Nash.
Alright, I'm looking through everything I got right now. I think I'm going to move up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Start coming out into the courtyard proper here. And take a look at Caliburn. Look at the man behind. Caliburn's a bigger threat for sure. He's holding Steven, so I'm going to try to hold him. I'll cast Hold Person.
Nice. All right. What would that saving throw be?
That is Wisdom 16.
Oh, you fucking.
Actually, hold on. What's my range to this guy? I'm going to upcast that and try to do it on both of them.
All right. Nice. All right, that is a 17 for Caliburn and a 13 for John Graves.
I use my reaction on Caliburn, make him reroll, and give the advantage to Steven, so he can maybe break out.
Alright.
I
It
have a
is-
+7.
You got advantage now, so unless you get 2 nat
We're,
ones.
we're getting out.
And that is, a 15 for Caliburn.
So I just casually go out. Caliburn, sir, it's been a while since I met you. I forgot your name. Something. Anyway, y'all just stand there and let us do what we gotta do, alright? It's cold, and that's my turn.
Alright, as both of these men seem to seize up, the panic on the corporal's face is immense. The kind of emotionless visage of Caliburn freezes and he grips the lasso, still restraining Steven. Next up is your boy, who I'm assuming can make another attempt to save.
Your boy being in the back there, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
That is a flat 17, so he begins pure fear and panic seems to break him out of this. But that's his action, correct?
At the end of his turn, he can make that.
He's fucked. Because he was going to do something which he can no longer do. Cherry, you're up.
Alright. You already know what I'm about to do. I'm gonna get like right over here. This board is so wide I can't see the grid. Okay. She runs up. Bonus action, Vow of Enmity. Second action, shotgun. At advantage. It's a natural 20.
Ooh.
You best divine smite that.
You know I'm gonna divine smite that. Alright. First one. There's that. Then I'm gonna second level divine smite. What is that? Do I double it?
Yes.
So
So
that's
it'll be
68?
66.
66.
Yes,
No, 68.
is it 66? I don't know.
It's a 2d8 for smite.
Okay.
So
68.
What weapon are you? Why is it 3d4? Oh no, that checks out. I forgot that's what that gun does.
Sam's like, wait a minute.
What did I build? Okay,
Why do they make the gun so good?
that's every time you guys do a thing in my game, I'm like, did I make that? I did, didn't I?
it's and then I'm gonna fire again.
Do it again.
Spicy.
That's spicy. Second attack. That's an
Oh my
Oh!
I'm gonna second level divine smite there.
Bye bye, Caliburn.
68. It's 29.
Ooh.
Wow, you just did 107 damage in a single turn.
It's once again, it's the fucking Kermit with the machine gun. That's
Cannon
Cherry
event.
coming out.
Cherry was not playing today.
Oh my god.
You just turned him into a donut.
So that's where Caliburn dies, right, Sam?
Jeez,
Oh,
You just white bearded Caliburn.
Like 30.
Alright, is that the end of your turn, Cherry?
It is.
Alright. Very cool.
Did Vow of Enmity give you extra damage?
No, it just gives you advantage.
It
Okay.
just gives me advantage.
Super quickly. Something I forgot. Because this is a new character that I'm busting out. As you guys begin to shoot at him, and with the hold person, and just through body language, this temper begins to rise. Flames begin to lick out through the cast iron mask, and just heat begins to radiate off this body. I should have done this at the end of Steven's turn, at the end of Nash's turn, and now at the end of Cherry's turn. Each of you take 4 fire damage just from being in his vicinity.
Okay.
Each round or just 4 altogether?
I'll read out the ability of a scorching aura. Any creature that starts its turn. Oh, ignore that.
Sorry.
Any creature that starts its turn within 20 feet of Caliburn takes 4 fire damage. So all of you guys are fine for now. But when it comes up next round, keep that in mind.
If he makes it to next round.
Well, it's his
next
turn now,
round.
so
Yeah. Does he? He can't lasso another character, but Cherry is just fucked on his biscuits.
We're being raided.
Hey, we're being raided. We're fine.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. After a terrible trial gone wrong, Assassin seems to have killed one Franklin Strauss, a mad scientist for a rivaling nation. The assassin seems to be one of that nation's own undercover operative, ensuring that he doesn't reveal any nation's secrets. The party, having previously encountered this undercover operative before, seems to have unfinished business as the agent Caliburn has accosted them outside the front of the courthouse and a battle has ensued. That's pretty much catch up. Thank you all for raiding.
Sam.
Thank you. That being said, it is Caliburn's turn now. He is going to...
Make a save for the hold person, right?
At the end of his turn, at best.
Oh! Yeah. Yeah, no, he does do that. I fucking hate old person. That's a natural one.
I'm only here to ruin your enemies.
It is working.
That's my entire kit.
Next up is Steven, who is restrained from the lasso.
Alright, I will, with advantage, roll the save. Dude! I'm actually livid. So
Oh, wow.
I could not be rolling worse. Does a 12 save?
A 12 does not save, unfortunately.
Yeah, I figured. Can I still cast spells when I'm restrained?
Attack rolls have disadvantage.
You could still
So if
act
you
as
have a-
normal. Just can't move.
Okay, then I will... He slips a vial out of his front pocket into the hilt of his cane,
Mm-hmm.
and he pop the vial explodes out, and he's gonna cast web centered right here. I believe it will cover both of them. So let me see. It's a 20-foot cube, so it's gonna be 20 feet from Caliburn down.
Alright, so like here, 20-foot cube, I don't think you can get both of them.
Yeah, I don't think I can get both of them, but it's gonna be. Let me see. It's gonna be right on the edge of Caliburn, so it's probably gonna be like that's gonna be the top of it,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's gonna go down to here.
Okay. So we're thinking somewhere like this.
Yep, perfect.
Awesome. Let me just see if I've done this. I'm actually really happy with how accurate that is. Perfect. Alright, Steven, is that your turn? Question, was casting web in action? Was casting web in action?
Yes.
Try to escape would have also been in action.
True. Okay. Never mind, that doesn't happen.
Got an action surge, technically.
You know what? I'll burn an action surge for it. It's the first time I've used web. So, action surge has been used. And the web has been placed.
Consider it used. The lore, the canon, not changed.
There's
Okay.
a way I could have done it.
Perfect. That being Steven's turn, next up is Vaughn.
Alright, Vaughn's gonna peek out from behind the spire, aim down sights, and fire.
Fire.
You already
Is
had
there a
advantage.
save for web?
Yes, it's at the start of their turn.
Got
The
Is it
DC is like 11, I think.
Kind of safe.
Yeah, it's a Dex 11.
And he'll
Save.
automatically fail it.
Uh huh. So he will also be restrained. Again, he'll have 2 forms of restraint.
Sam, does a 24 hit?
A 24 does hit.
Alright. Alright, we're gonna do my sneak attack. And we're gonna mark him as my favorite foe. Sheesh!
Nice.
So that is 32 points of damage.
God damn.
And since I already have advantage, I will bonus action hide behind the spire.
Too easy. Is that your turn?
Yes, and that is a 15 for stealth.
Nice. I'll keep that in mind. Next up, that's Nash.
Nash is gonna walk right up to Caliburn, pull out his bow and knife, and stab him in the gut.
All right. Plain but effective. Roll me an attack roll, I believe, with advantage.
Right, and if I hit, it's an auto crit.
Sheesh. Under what?
He's
When
restrained.
you hit him with a when you hit him with a
Paralyzed.
melee attack.
Or incapacitated, or whatever.
If someone is restrained and
And-
you hit him
yeah.
with a melee attack within 5 feet, it becomes an auto crit.
Critical. Yep. Any attack that hits a creature is a critical.
Because he
hit
is
that-
paralyzed, not just restrained.
He's
Correct.
paralyzed,
I was just double checking what conditions he's suffering.
So
A
it's
22, is it?
Mhm.
22 hits. I believe.
He's getting
so
that
that is-
Sebastian treatment right now.
7 damage plus another whopping 4 damage. And I just,
Right.
just casual, like it just slides into his stomach, and then I look at Sebastian. Is like, not
That's
Sebastian,
Steven.
Steven. We both have S's. I look at Steven and I'm just like, man, you gotta do something. Come on, man. And
I'm working on it.
So you got a bardic as well. That's my action and bonus action. That's me.
All right. Next up is sorry, I'm just thinking. And next up is Corporal John Graves, who, having recently broken free of his restraint, is no longer accosted by anything. I believe none of you did anything to him. He will pull out a sheet of paper, begin reading off it, and then begins to whoop, disappear.
Counterspell. I ain't got that.
With that done, I believe it is Cherry's turn.
You already know what I'm about to do. I'm gonna take fire damage, I believe. Am I not?
Yes, starting your turn. Okay, also, so Stephen
I
takes four.
I did.
Yeah, I did it as well.
I already
Legend,
did it.
legend.
Yeah.
This is why I reminded you earlier.
Uh-huh.
Four?
Cherry, take the 4 fire damages.
Alright. Then I'm gonna fire.
Fire.
Fired and I missed.
A 22?
22 hits.
A 26?
26
Alright.
hits.
First one. But dang, that's gonna I'm gonna keep smiting him, you know.
You keep
This
doing
one-
that.
This is gonna be a first level, which is gonna be 2d8. 2d8. Bang! Another 10 on that. Shebang. Second shot was another 14. And then 2d8. And then 8.
14 and 8, that is another 22 points of damage.
Bang, bang, he shot me down. Bang, bang, I hit the ground. And then I'm going to move over here. I'm just going to scurry on over.
Alright, easily done. Is that the end of your turn?
See.
Alright, and with that dropping below a certain HP threshold, the fire as well as the plethora of bullet holes and shotgun shells that are currently ripping through, that thick black cloak has been ripped to shreds, the hood being pulled back. All that remains is that cast iron mask. At this point, fire seems to be roaring through it like a furnace on full blaze. Most of his leather dustering underneath clothes have been ripped apart to reveal this, as mentioned before, pale and sickly skin that seems to be warped in a similar way to the child you found in Franklin Strauss's cellar. Except on it seems to be carved sigils, similar not to the demon sigils you've seen, but instead the sigils carved into the ground of said cellar. This weird eldritch and alien symmetry that seems to be carved all over his skin and arms. It seems to be the cause of this otherworldly power, as well as the cause of the flames roaring off his body. Holding the shotgun, it almost seems to melt out of his hand as he drops it. Same with the lasso. They hit the ground. The lasso goes limp. Steven, you are now free. Web is flammable, correct?
Yes.
Yes. So with the scorching aura, that web begins to burn and subside almost. It is now his turn. He still needs to make a save for hold person.
Mm-hmm. Twice if necessary.
Alright, that is much better. That is a 18, I believe.
Twice if necessary.
And that is a 22.
Yeah, it gets out.
Yes. Yes. His second phase is so cool. It's fine. That is his turn. So Steven, you are up and you are now free.
Okay. I will go ahead and let me first take my 4 damage before I forget. Yes, I will walk up to. I think I have to be here for other features of my character. And I will take first a booming blade attack.
Nice.
So his whip falls down into that serrated blade. And first attack going to be 16.
16 misses.
Okay. The second attack is going to be a 23.
23 hits.
Okay, so that is 10 slashing, 3 poison. And he radiates an aura of booming energy. On top of that, I will also thundering smite that as well. So
Nice. Let's roll that damage.
6, and he has to make a strength save.
Awesome.
So
What's the DC on that strength save?
600 damage. It is 13.
13. He is quite a strong boy. That's a 17, so he saves.
Yep. Okay, so he is not knocked prone. And that will be my turn.
Awesome. Next up, that is Vaughn.
All right, Vaughn's going to peek out again. Bonus action, steady aim, and
Nice.
he's going to fire again.
Fire again.
I don't know why. Okay, 19.
19 hits.
All right, cool. That. Then sneak attack, and then favored foe. That is a total of 28 points of damage.
28. Very nice.
And Vaughn will duck behind. Well, for flavor purposes, he ducks behind the spire.
Right, too easy. Is that your turn, Vaughn?
Yes, that is my turn.
All right, next up, that is Nash.
Do it again.
Who hurt you?
I'm just trying to hold this, man.
You did, Sam.
Not Caliburn. That's who.
All right, that is 16 on the dot.
He'll do it again. I'm burning through spells, but it's Caliburn. I don't care. This is the band to do it on.
Okay, that's an 18. He's rolling really well on his wisdom.
Yeah, he's totally free then.
All right.
That's my action reaction. Bonus action, I'll give another bardic to Cherry's like, I ain't got this under control no more. And I realize I'm real fucking close to him.
Right.
You hurry up. You get a bardic too. So Steven and Cherry, you both have a bardic right now.
Okay.
All right, is that your turn, Nash?
Yeah, that's me. Oh, I take 4 damage, right?
Yes, for starting your turn. Steven, did you take your second set of 4 damage?
Yes.
Perfect. Next up, there's Cherry. So mark off that 4. Actually, I think you are out of... It's 20 feet. Yeah, so you are out of range, so you're fine.
I'm gonna fire.
Fire.
I'm going to No, I won't do that. I think he has a good con, so I don't think it's worth it. Okay, I'm just gonna fire twice. 17?
17 misses.
Fucking bullshit. Actually, I have a bardic, don't I?
Yes.
I believe you do.
What's that, a D8? D6?
Yep, the 8.
I don't think you need to roll it because the ACDC's, yeah, even with a 1 makes it to 18, which hits.
Yeah. And then I'll just roll the other hit right now. 25. Bang. Alright. Shebang 14. Shebang 17. I'm not
That
smiting on
is-
these. I'm gonna save my spell slots.
31 points of damage.
Is that even spells?
That's
I don't
chewing
understand.
through him.
I'm gonna save my spell slots for crits because I'm rolling with advantage.
That's very fair.
All right. Is that your turn, Cherry?
Yeah.
All right. Next up is his turn. Let me look at his phase 2 abilities because he can't lasso and he can't shoot. What he can do.
Gas meteor swarm.
Something similar.
Oh no.
Okay, so he can't do, but he can just do this by himself, so he doesn't need to do the first thing. Awesome. You see as these webs, I looked up the ruling of webs. It says at the start of its turn, when it takes 1 round since since it catches fire. And he's been in it for a round, so I started that as it started its round. So next time it gets to Steven's turn, which is when he casts it, is when it disappears. So currently he is still restrained in the web.
Okay.
That's how I've ruled it, but once we hit Steven's turn, which is next, the web will have fully mounted. But currently he's still in it. So what he will do instead of making an attack with disadvantage is use his detonate feature. I need
I don't like that.
So
I don't like that at all.
Nash is about to be that one gift the lady on the fence.
I will need everyone within 20 feet of him to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Ooh, all right.
I got the hell out of there.
all right, well, it's an easy deck save.
That's a fail.
Well, yeah.
Sam was fucking watching it.
Yeah.
That's a success. So you take half of this, Steven.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Good thing I'm
let's-
pinky, as we discussed earlier.
that is 20 points of fire damage. Half to 10 for you, Steven.
Okay.
I'm lit up.
Alright, that is his turn. Next up is Steven. As it hits your turn, the webs are officially mounted away, freeing Caliburn.
So
Now it's
why
okay.
is it spicy? All right. So on my turn, man, I'm really like
Read his ass, Steven.
50 on if I should cast Hold Person on him.
Oh, you have.
Yeah, I stored a Hold Person.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Well, I think I'm gonna go ahead and do it. He will channel his ring into the head of his whip cane and cast Hold Person on Caliburn. DC save 16.
That is an 18.
Why is he so wise?
He's well, he's ish, and then he has a thing that makes him ish more, and then he's just also rolling really well on top of that.
Okay. With that, that's good. I will go ahead and use my bonus action to second wing.
All right, is that your turn, Steven?
Heal for 9 points.
You roll a
Yes.
2?
Yes, I did roll a 2 on a d10.
Next up, that's Vaughn.
Same thing. Gonna peek out. Fire again. Well, bonus action shut your arm.
Mm-hmm.
And then fire. 18?
Meets it, beats it.
Well, why is it not rolling with advantage? Okay, weird. Anywho. So that's for a total of 29 damage.
Right.
And that is it for me.
Right. Next up is Nash.
All right, seeing that being in proximity to this man, and I'm just catching on fire even more. I don't like that. I'm gonna bonus action. Use
Start of your
my.
turn, take the full damage.
I did, yeah, I did.
Okay.
I'm gonna bonus action use my mental inspiration to give all of us 8 temp HP. Use my reaction to freely disengage to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Just walking the fuck back. And then I'm going to use my action. Fucking do it again. Hold still, bitch.
How many temp HP?
8.
All right, that is 13.
He is
Say it. Stay
restrained.
still. Oh, fucking piece of fire, you fucking bitch ass. That's me. I'm running real low on spell slots now, y'all. I'm burning through them.
I tried to
Alright.
help. It didn't work. He rolled too high.
Next up is Cherry.
I fire.
Roll a hit.
18. Fuck, 15. Damn it. It's peace.
18 hits.
Shabang, that's 14.
Alright, that's 14 points of damage.
And I think I'm quite comfortable right here actually. I think I'm quite comfy in this vicinity. I think that's gonna be my turn.
Alright, next up is Calvin himself, making that save. Ooh. That is a 22.
I guess Belisi lost a turn.
Next up is Steven.
Steven's turn. We will
Take that full damage off the
Booming.
top.
Yep, booming blade, and make his attack. This is just normal. Okay, that's 25 to hit. So that's 11 slashing, 4 poison. And he radiates a booming aura. Second attack, 20 to hit for 11 slashing and 10 poison. You see Steven is just like almost using the whip attacks to fan away the flames from him. It's not working very well, but he's serrating into that fiery figure.
Nice. All right, is that Steven's turn?
I believe so. Yes, that will be his turn.
Next up is Vaughn.
You know what I'm about to do. Bonus
Roll a
action.
guess.
Steady aim. Brabram, 25.
25 hits.
Okay. Oh, a lot of 14s tonight. So 27 points of damage.
All right.
That's it.
Next up is Nash.
You know what's gonna happen.
Don't. Why? For fuck's sake, my guy.
My last second level slot though.
Oh no.
An 8.
Huzzah!
Why are you fighting this?
All right.
It's going to happen.
Next up, that is Cherry.
Let him get up.
All
Let him get
right.
up.
Bonus action, another bardic to Cherry, by the way.
Yippee! Well, Cherry missed once, so she's gonna like drink a little bit, and then she's gonna reset her aim, and she's gonna fire again. As a 23 and a
23 hits.
26.
26 hits. It was, it was that little drink.
17 and 14.
All right, that is. All right, is that your turn?
Yeah.
Next up is Hellburn. Rolls a 19 on the save, freeing himself but missing a fucking turn. That is Steven.
Steven.
Wait, hold on. I got one more first level spell. Try again, Caliburn. I kept my reaction this time on purpose.
All right, that is. It's a 13.
Let's read his plan.
All right,
I
Steven,
took
you're
the
up.
looking
four-
tired as fuck though.
Yeah, I took the 4 health off from the burn.
Nice.
And I will now be taking these attacks at advantage, and I auto crit of it. And let me make sure that's set up. It is not. 2.
I'll give the advantage from the silvery barbs to to Vaughn. I'll give it to Vaughn.
This is forward. Okay. Not that it will calculate this right if it doesn't fit in the system. Alright, so 26 to hit.
26 hits.
This is Booming Blade as well. So that's that's not critical, so I need to roll another 2d6, another d4. Slash roll 2, 6. Okay, so that is 8 and 3 is
25.
11 slash. Okay. And then the second attack is 27 to hit, and that's another 4, 6. That damage.
He is currently looking like Swiss cheese. But he is still up.
And that will be my turn.
Alright. Next up, that is Vaughn.
I'm gonna do it. This time not having the steady aim. But I'm gonna make this a sharpshooter shot. So -5
Alright.
to hit. Shit. 15.
Miss.
Well, you have your I mean,
The barbs would have gave him advantage.
Yeah.
Actually, I should have gave it to myself in hindsight. I'm the only person not making attacks, but whatever.
That's okay. It misses. So
Next up, that is Nash.
I'm holding concentration. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Man, no one's supposed to. I'm gonna take out my gun. And I'm gonna use 2 of my +1 bullets, so these will be +1s.
All right, roll to hit.
That's what they are. They're +1s, right?
Yes, +1 ammunition.
Yeah, I have 6 of them, so I'm down to 4 after this. I'm gonna go ahead and take my shot with advantage. Oh my god, I'm clicking through like 80 tabs, but none of them are the correct one. Okay. First one's going to be 12.
12 misses.
No. And then 25.
26.
26, yeah.
It hits regardless.
For 10 damage.
Ooh, nice.
That's
Yeah, the bullet rips through.
so I deal 10 damage, maintain concentration, bonus action. What do I want to do? I'll just give my last Bardic away. I'll give it to Steven.
I already have it.
Oh, no, I'll get the cherry.
I have one.
I'll give it to Vaughn.
All right.
Oh, no, I talked to you. Hey, Vaughn, get it done, man.
Perfect. Next up, that's Cherry.
All right. I'm gonna fire 27,
27 hits.
17, and then I'll use my bardic to make it a 19.
All right. Both hits.
Shebang, 15. Shebang, 12.
That is 27. Okay, to the calculator. Too many odd numbers makes my brain hurt.
What are you calculating? Oh, his HP?
Yes.
Okay. Why don't you just add
is
it instead of subtracting?
Because he had phases, so it was just easier.
That's my turn.
Alright, next up, that is... Back to stab, you little bitch! Yes! Alright, with a 20, he is free.
3rd level silvery barbs.
What's wrong with you?
Wait,
That is
do
a
I have it?
16.
I may not have it, actually. I may have already used my reaction this turn.
He saved anyway, so...
Okay. Well, it depends. It matters if I use the 3rd level slot. I think I did have it, though, so... Because I... Yeah, I did have it. Okay, yeah. I waste my 3rd level.
So, he is free, but useless. So, Steven, you're up.
Okay. Now normal attacks. First one's gonna do Booming Blade for 24. That's 9 slashing, 7 poison. Radiates
Alright.
Booming Aura. Second attack. It's 24
Nice.
for 11 slashing and 9 poison.
Alright.
And that will be his turn.
Next up, that's Vaughn.
Vaughn's gonna peek out. Bonus action, I have to reload. So, gotta reload, and then I'm gonna fire. Yes. 17. I'm gonna use my Bardic to make it an 18.
Nice, that hits.
He is engaged with Steven, so sneak attack.
Ooh.
27.
Alright, 27 hits.
No, that's 27 damage.
Yes, sorry, 27. Yeah.
And that'll be it for
All right.
good old Vaughn.
Next up, that is Nash.
You've never seen Nash look so tired as he looks right now. He's like hands on his knees, despite the fact that it's like a fucking fight. It's like, oh god, holy shit, man! And he's gonna take 2 more shots. I don't think he would keep more than 2 of the better ammo in his gun, so these will be normal.
Alright, too easy.
I'm surprised you're not having him kneel.
Not having a what?
Having him kneel.
All right, let's see. Action, shoot, 22.
Actually hits, yeah.
And bonus action 17.
That one misses.
That one misses, yeah. And I used my advantage technically on the first one. So 1 hit, 11 piercing damage.
Alright.
That's action, bonus action. That's all I got. I'm winded. Actually, I'm gonna take one more step back just because, fuck, man. I can stumble backwards a bit.
Alright, next up that is Cherry.
Shebang! Pow, 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 pow. Set 20 Steven, 20 sticks.
Fucking hell, yeah, those both hit.
12, 13, that's 25 damage.
Alright. The amount of damage you've pumped into this man is catastrophic. Is that your turn, Cherry?
That is my turn.
Next up, that is Calbert. Finally fucking free. He was going to use something he should have done ages ago. He is going to use his... This is what he actually didn't do earlier, because he was restrained. He's going to use his grapple attack on you, Steven.
Mhm.
That is a 23 to hit.
23. Yes. What is... Plus 5. So yes, that will hit.
That is for 14 points of bludgeoning damage as he grabs and crushes you. You are considered restrained, and now that you are grappled, he is going to move at half speed.
He takes 1d8 from that.
Oh, yes, from Boom and Blade, absolutely.
Yeah.
He is going to... Oh, I'm so fucking dumb. I just, like, -8. I was like, that's how much damage he takes. Alright. Now that he
how
is
much was
grappled...
the bludgeoning again? One more time.
14 points of bludgeoning
14?
damage.
Okay.
Alright, he's going to move 20 feet back, grappling you as he does. So, can I move your tokens? I can. Bringing you, and he backs up into you, and then he is going to use his detonate feature again. Steven, I need you to make that dexterity save at disadvantage because you're restrained, and I need Jerry to make a dexterity throw just in general.
10.
You do get a plus because of Cherry's thing.
Yeah, you get a +2 though.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I got a 14, Steven got a 12.
I will use my bardic. Can I use a bardic for that?
Bard expert, can you use bards for saving throws?
Yeah, you can use it for saving throws.
Perfect. Yeah, I guess.
1d8. Haha! I didn't get a 10. I got a 20.
So Cherry, you fail. Hello. Steven, you succeed. That is. That is 28 points of damage, halved to 14 for you, Steven. And then you see, as... Let me grab these little guys. As that second detonation goes off... for every person caught up in there, a small little, almost child-sized in proportions, but covered in magma and just burning that same radiation heat, seem to apparate in the same aberration-like visage that you witnessed in the cellar. And I already rolled for these guys. Alright. That is Caliburn's turn. Next up is you, Steven.
And so I can still make attacks at disadvantage, right?
Yes.
It would be a
Okay.
straight roll because we're flanking.
Sure, I'll go to you.
Alright. First one is going to be booming. 23 to hit for 9 slashing, 6 poison. Second one, a 19 to hit for 10 slashing, 6 poison. And then as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Healing Word on myself. 4 plus 5. So, heal 8.
Right, is that your turn, Steven?
Mm-hmm. Yep, that is my turn.
Question
All right,
for you, Steven. Sorry, are you not at a level that Booming Blade does damage outright? Because it does at a certain point, doesn't it?
Does it? Let me check.
It does. I don't remember what level it is, though. I'm pretty sure it is. Though.
Let's see. At 5th level, deals an extra D8.
Maybe I'm wrong about that, but I thought it did.
It does. It does a D8 vanilla, and then it does an additional 2 D8 if they move, I believe. So says Nevin. What?
Okay. Oh, yeah, so he does, since that's at level 5 it starts.
Yeah, so you should have been
That-
adding a D8.
Okay.
So that means we're just adding a full 8 points of damage per round, right? Right, Sam?
1
What?
D8.
No.
Alright, so he takes 6 thunder as well.
Nice.
On top
All
of
right.
that. And that will be Steven's turn.
All right. Next up, that is Vaughn.
Bonus action, steady aim.
88.
I really want to do it. I'm going to make it a sharpshooter shot just because I want him dead.
Use your shot.
Nope. That wouldn't have even hit if it was not a sharpshooter. It don't hit.
Right.
You can roll your... no, you got a bardic.
I already
Okay,
used
you
it.
might hit it. Oh,
I used it
Did
last
you?
turn.
gotcha. Okay.
All right. Unfortunately, that being Vaughn's turn. Next up is Nash.
All right, let me get within 30 feet. I stumble back. I got take one more step forward, just kind of stay and. I'm gonna aim at little dude here. Shoot at it. These are my
Alright.
last 2 bullets before I have to reload. Yeah, that's another. I've never had to reload before. This is a new thing. 7.
7 misses,
Tired.
unfortunately.
Yeah, and then next one is 9.
9 also misses.
I can sweat my eye.
Yeah, bullets ring out wildly. Cherry and Steven, you kind of duck instinctually as the bullets fly overhead.
About not shoot with your eyes closed. Hold on.
And is that your turn, Nash?
That's my turn. I got nothing left.
Next up, that's you, Cherry.
All right. Well, I'm gonna just go ahead and Misty Step. Done 30 feet. Fucking, I wish I knew how to move my token. Oh, bang! And then I'm gonna fire twice. Alright,
Alright, roll it.
guess... I think I might move like... I can move like over here. I don't want to be shooting so that I'm shooting behind Steven, you know what I'm saying?
Yes. If you shoot with an enemy, like, blocking your way, I will give him a half cover.
Okay, well then I'll move to the goddamn other side. Yeah. Put you over here. Shebang. Alright. I can stand there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Shotgun time. Hey, it's a natural 20. No, it's a 15. Alright, well, you know, I'm gonna Divine Smite. Which will be a 1st level Divine Smite. Which is double the die, so it's 48. Hey, it's an extra 12 damage.
How do you want to do this?
Huzzah!
Oh my god, I was getting so worried.
It's a
One
tank.
sec, this calls for an applause. There we go.
All right, well, he runs up next to Cherry, explodes, and then she strike of lightning down, teleports across another strike of lightning, already with her gun out, her shotgun. Swig, nice good swig of some tequila before she her shot, and she's gonna blow a hole in his stomach. And I guess there's also some lightning in that, her divine lightning. So it's like a hole in the stomach, and then you kind of like burst apart.
Yeah, absolutely. As the most of the clothes ripped away, just the iron mask. As the bullet hits, you see all of those like awful scars and deformities that make these otherworldly eldritch sigils begin to sizzle as lightning kind of courses through those scars and kind of eat away them from the inside in this hole in his stomach. He falls to the ground dead and predator style as he dies. One more detonation.
Goodbye, guys.
That is make it 70 points of damage. Make that dexterity save to see if you
I'm sorry, how much points of damage?
17.
Oh, I thought you said 70.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's predator style. No one leaves.
Their style is pretty intense.
Dex
That's also
save.
120 feet.
Also
Oh,
120 feet.
Come on.
That is 17 points of fire
Yeah.
damage. Add for every person caught in the detonation.
It's actually 120 feet, no meme.
No,
joke?
no.
Okay.
It's the same. It's the same 20 feet.
Yeah, Steven goes down swiftly with that last explosion.
And kind of from the fire that has engulfed Stephen as he lies there unconscious, the fires that have covered his body begin to form into another one of these small little magma creatures. Jerry, is it your turn?
Man. That's unfortunate. Yeah, it's my turn.
If I can get rid of that stat block. And look at these little guys. What's that? Yep. And yep. Excuse me, why am I fucking on? They begin scurrying away on their hands and legs at each of the respective members of the party. Get this fucking D6 out of here. Alright, these will be against you, Cherry. That is I believe they both hit.
Probably.
That is a 19 and a 22.
Yeah.
Alright. Seven plus 6, so 13 points of fire damage.
Yep.
And you are ignited.
No.
The stench of moonshine, whiskey, and cloth clothing just kind of ignites as they crawl at your legs and tug on your clothing. Not exactly like hurting you in any forceful way, but just their sheer heat radiating off them, damaging you. And this one will be against you, Nash. That is a 15 to hit.
Yep.
Oh my god, what is your AC, my guy?
14.
That is only 2 points of fire damage, but you are also ignited.
Okay.
It's a good thing there's a canal right next to Sherry.
That's true.
Next up, that is the dead Caliburn. Steven, need you to make me a death saving throw.
Yeah. Let me make sure this is 2GM.
If you're rolling off your sheet,
That was not 2GM.
Okay,
be fair, it didn't work
I have
last time.
2GM
Yeah.
It's highlighted on my.
It just don't work for him. Apparently, it's weird.
I'm rolling from roll 20. I'm not even rolling from
Gotcha.
the sheet.
Yeah, last time it didn't work. We had to roll death saving throws, so we didn't see that though.
I'm gonna try one. Just out of curiosity, I'm gonna do 2 GM.
I think that was to me. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I didn't see anything. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna assume
I
it's
just
hardware
switched it- I just
accelerator.
switched it to public. I'm gonna roll another one. This isn't gonna count.
Also,
We see
that's
it.
public.
That's
Get all
still
the
public.
bad juju out now. Get all the bad juju
Both
out now.
both of them were public. Either I don't know why it's not.
Also, the one
Steven's dead.
what I rolled for just testing was also a fail, so that's fun.
All right. Next up, that is Vaughn.
Okay. I'm currently 45 feet in the air, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Bonus action dash. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And then I'm going to use the rest of the 5 feet to hover down slightly, get closer to Steven. Then I'm going to fire at the fire dude next to Nash.
All right. Roll a hit.
This is a regular one. Bram, 22.
Good 2 hits.
17 points of piercing, and then
He
I
is
got...
eviscerated.
All right.
But as he dies,
Oh no.
there is another 7 points of fire damage to Nash.
I'm burning alive over here.
And that'll do it for me.
All right. Next up, that is Nash.
Bon, are you about to do a thing for Steven?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Ah.
fix him up.
Bonus action, reloading the pistol.
Wait.
Wait.
I'm sorry, Jerry, it's gonna burn, but
Wait.
It's for your own good.
I think ultimately this is the right decision. So that's my bonus action to reload. I gotta get within 30. There we go, one more. Patting the clothes, reloading the gun. My hands are real busy. I've bent over a little bit still. I'll take one shot at the one closest to me here.
All right. I believe technically you weren't ignited because it missed its attack on you.
No, it hit
No,
me.
it
I'm
hit.
ignited. Yeah.
Okay. Yes. All right. So, yeah, roll a hit.
Oh, that's right. I action put myself out. Is that how that
Yes.
works?
Yes.
Okay, action, give me a second. Stop, drop, and roll.
Yeah. No save needed, but your action is used to stop,
Yeah.
drop, and roll as you unignite yourself.
Take my hat off, fan the flames.
Next up, ooh.
Yeah, that's me.
Also, next up, that is Cherry.
I know what I have to do.
But I don't know if I have the strength to do
Strength
it.
to do it, yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna fire. It's disadvantage. I'll fire at the one on my right.
Mhm.
Natural 1.
That
Fire
misses.
at the one on the right. A 12.
That misses.
All right. Well then.
And is that the end of your turn?
Jump in the water. Jump in the water.
I kind of am half in the water.
Ignite only deals half damage.
Yeah, can I get in the water?
I would say you could sit your ass in it, but to consider yourself submerged, I would have to call that an action.
I'm not gonna sit in the water. I'll just take I can take this. I'm fine.
There's another 2 points of fire damage, ending your turn.
70 fucking ass, fucking HP, fucking.
Yeah. I'm tough.
How much HP do you have?
73.
Pretty good. Word, tank.
Alright. Next up, sorry to control off Clay, is the little magma gremlins. That is a A 9 and a 10 to hit.
Oh, that's a miss.
And that's their turn. Next up, that's Steven.
To roll. Everybody, don't look at what I'm about to roll because I can't. I can't privately roll it. Let me click 2GM. I clicked it. I'm sure it's gonna roll public though.
Yeah, something showed up. I don't know what it was.
I mean, yeah. I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
look at the screen eventually, though, and I'm probably gonna
Yeah,
see it. Let's
no,
just be
yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
I'm not
it's
gonna,
fine.
I'm gonna
I
drop
can-
the charade. Okay.
Ah, okay.
You
Hey,
might-
oh, that works. Nice.
No, I hit it. I had to hit it
That's
hide
good,
it
that's
manually.
good.
You might have to go on your character sheet, like click the cog on the right,
Yeah.
and
Uh-huh.
then it says like roll advantage, whisper
Toggle?
rolls. Yeah, maybe try swapping it. And then swapping it back. That might help. Good old turning it on and off again.
Mhm.
That's what I did today to fix Discord.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just do a little check here.
Oh, that one was.
That one worked. I'm gonna try it again with death saves. Again, these
Look,
don't
Whip King, 'cause I
count.
see it.
I also see it. Yeah.
There's
There are two
Whip
whip
Kings.
gains.
Oh,
Oh,
okay,
okay,
okay.
Okay, this is public.
Okay.
Yep.
This is. It's working. Okay,
Okay,
we
Alright,
got
cool.
it. We got it working.
Perfect.
Sure hope you didn't roll on that one. So
No,
All right.
don't tell me.
I said I didn't roll in that one.
Yeah, don't tell me though.
All right. Next up, that is Vaughn.
All right, I'm gonna use the rest of my movement, 25 feet of movement, to land, and I'm gonna use action to cure wounds. Get 5 points of healing.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh,
Steven
you
will
were
pass
talking about the hidden one? I
Yeah,
thought you were
yeah,
talking about the practice ones.
No. I was talking about the hidden one. I was like, GC man,
That
Don't-
makes
don't
more
you-
sense now.
don't you overroll in that one, please. You got 5 HP. Bonus action. Actually,
So I'm patting my mustache out.
and I will move 5 points back, or 5 points, 5 feet back, and bonus action hide. Sure, I'm out in the open, so. But that's it for me.
Hans,
Okay.
Steven, the man you just saved.
Damn right, I'm hidden.
Next up, that's Nash.
All right, Cherry. Nothing has changed since the last time I was doing this. So, other than the fact I got bullets in my gun, so I'm gonna take 2 shots.
Go ahead.
Cherry's like, wait, I'm
A
doing
19 and a
something."
10.
Wait, I'm doing something. Wait.
The 19 hits.
10 points of piercing.
All right. The first one dies, and Chira, you take 8 points of fire damage.
Ah!
Everybody, just get in the water.
Remember
What you
the first,
doing?
remember our first adventure with the bees? Get in the water.
I did it with the bees. I did it with against like the fuck. It weren't even worth it. I've done it many times. It works.
I did it with the snake too. It actually works.
Yeah, the snakes. Yeah, it's a good strat, man. That's my action, bonus action. That's me. That's all I got.
All right. Next up, that's Chira.
I'm gonna lay on hands myself with 35 HP. And then she's just gonna scream and like she's gonna just run away and then dive into the water over here, so she will take an opportunity attack.
Is lay on hands an action?
Yes,
It is an action, but she's gonna go
So-
prone in the water.
You know what? I'll count that. That's good enough to adjust it. But you do take 21 to hit with another 7 points of fire damage as you run away.
Yeah.
Is that your turn?
Where are the police at?
It's only been like 30 seconds.
Yeah, Sheriff O'Hurley's like, what the fuck's going on out here?
Yeah.
Next up is the one remaining magma gremlin. Given that his previous target is fully submerged in water, he's going to make his way over to Nash and make an attack. That is 10 to hit.
Surprisingly misses.
He's just kind of crawling at like your leather boots, being like, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Get off my boot.
Yeah.
Next up, that is Steven.
Nash, I'm sorry.
I did it. I deserve it.
The old Tommy gun is within range, so Stephen will go ahead and whip out the Tommy gun, so he doesn't have to get close to this thing. And he will make his first attack is a 21. That was to GM up because I forgot. For 16 points of damage.
And with that, he pops, dealing another 6 points of fire damage to you, Nash.
Oh, I'm good. I'm fine.
And with that, we are out of initiative.
Immediately, I use my last spell slot, 4th level, locate creature on the man who teleported away.
What's the range on that?
1,000 feet.
Actually, could someone roll me a D100 for me?
Do we want low?
Yeah, I think go. You do this one, cool.
Watch this be like my most mid roll of my life.
It's gonna be 100 on the dot. Watch.
1D100. That's a 73.
Um, 1,000 feet, is it, on that spell?
Yeah,
He doesn't pop up.
Really? Damn, I was hoping it was like Dimension Door, 500 feet, and then the rounds. Being damn. Okay. If that's the case, I start. I think it. Let me read it. It lasts for an
10?
hour.
An hour?
An hour. Yeah.
Go, Nash. Do what you gotta do.
I think Nash holds concentration and just starts running through the city looking for him.
All right.
Which way are you running?
This way, like downwards, past Caliburn.
As you're running past, Vaughn's gonna slap you with cure wounds. Not much, but it'll do. 10.
It is much. That's pretty good. That's a big difference.
Nash, as you begin spending that hour running around town, first things first, you run away as the sheriff comes out of the courthouse and a few other police officers start to trickle in now. Sheriff's like, to you, like, should we be arresting him? Pointing to Nash as he's fleeing a crime scene.
No.
No, we were attacked by our shooter here. I don't know. It was the same magic. Let me see. It was magic that they writ on something to change this man. He was spouting fire, and there was these fire demons that were coming out of him. Here's his mask right here. Burst into flames. As you can see by my charred demeanor.
Question for
half the fucking courthouse down.
Question for GM. Is there anything left of him?
Yes, he himself seemed to be almost immune to the fire that he was spewing. However, not immune to your bullets. So, despite looking like someone who'd just been pelted with shotgun shells, He is still tangibly there.
Okay.
During the case, did they show evidence of the occult sigils?
Yes, there would have been like
Okay.
pictures of like the
Okay,
fucking prosecutor
then-
be like, look at this crazy ass shit. There's fucking weird squiggles on the ground.
Those same occult sigils that you guys found in that man's house are on this man's body, and they were lit ablaze.
Right. Well, it's safe to say whatever occult practices Mr. Franklin Strauss found himself in seemed to have called up to him in some kind of nature. We'll get that body taken to the morgue, have him looked over by a medical professional, but just by looking at him, that's one fucked up son of a bitch.
Seems like the whole Revolutionary Army is getting into some sort of occult business.
Revolutionary Army? You're referring to the Central Republic?
Yes, that's
Yeah, the
Central
Yankees, them
Republic
Yankees.
Revolutionary.
All right.
People.
I'm waiting for
Where's
it. It's like,
Valentine?
whoa!
Yeah, a few of the officers are like, whoa, I got some friends who are over there. Watch your tongue.
Before they take away the body, Vaughn's gonna whip out his knife that he used earlier to no effect. He's gonna peel off the mask of Caliburn.
Yeah, you feel like this cast iron mask was forged essentially onto the skull. Are you attempting to pry the mask open? Because it's like circle hole square brick, you know what I mean? Like you probably couldn't like pull it off him if that's what you're
Right.
attempting.
I was basically trying to mask him, see if I could get anything, but I figured it was like iron onto his face.
It's like a cast, except made out of like pure iron. So unless you were willing to like liquefy his head to slip it off, or like by any means break the iron, it seems to be pretty well affixed.
I'll go ahead and do it, see if there's any defining features that I can maybe get from it.
Alright, make a strength check to see if you can pry the mask off.
I
I'm
will
not
help.
good.
Alright, roll with advantage.
This is not good. 15.
You know, with the 15 I'll give it to you. With Steven's help, you guys kind of like each grab, like slip your fingers to where like it goes onto the neck. Steven, you grab from the front, Vaughn, you grab from the back. You guys put your feet on the chest and the back of Caliburn as you both yank, and you feel some of the bolts and just kind of the weaker aspects of that cast iron begin to snap. And you were left with just the kind of generic back half of a helmet and that kind of skull-like visage of the front half. And as the body collapses to the floor, no longer held up by you two, make a general history check for me.
Can I as well?
I would say you would have no way of knowing the information that I'm giving out here.
16.
16. This is, although horribly deformed, pale, lifeless, in a awful eldritch zombie kind of form, this is Robert Blake, that kind of star marksman from the Central Republic, who went missing in action.
Adding that to my notes. Vaughn's gonna kind of look to Steve and just kind of like shake his head. It's Blake, that pretty good recruit that I talked about last time.
Mm-hmm. Whose dog tags were in that set of bullets?
Mm-hmm. And Vaughn's gonna kind of like scan the area after he sees that. Is Nash still running in the distance?
Nash is out of sight at this point.
Yeah, cutting back to you, Nash, you run around for the hour that spell is up, getting no pings on that locate person spell.
Alright, I'll go until it drops. I'm gone like a full hour.
Mhm.
So whatever people do in the meantime. And then no spell slots, no bardic, low HP. I start limping my way to try to find people after that's done.
Alright. Everyone else, over the body of Caliburn, what's everyone up to?
Does his body have like any this is gonna sound weird. Does his body have like any compartments that were like affixed to his body? Anything of any kind of loot, so to speak?
If you are looking to loot him, you would find. Fuck! I closed his character sheet. I was like, I won't need this. You fucking did. The serpent scale armor he was wearing was mounted off, but he has a luck stone, which is like the only fucking reason he saved any of those fucking whole person checks. He has a +1 short barrel lever action shotgun, which is the one-handed shotgun he was using. And he has a rope of entanglement that is his lasso.
That's the same luckstone Joe had. He found that moss pile. He has
Makes sense.
$5
He was
on
investigating
him.
us and found the
That's what the serpent
son of a
scale
bitch.
armor is. You got a single scale from the Great Ivory River Snake.
It's a single stat he just uses as a cod piece. Like, that's all the armor he has.
It's a cod piece, but it like he affixes it to his dick, and it's still all the way up here.
Alright, with that being said, as you guys begin searching through this loot, Nash doing his sprinting throughout the city, Cherry kind of face down submerged in sewage water.
Is that sewage water?
What else would it be?
Nearly that sewage water, Cherry.
Yeah.
It's just like a river, a little.
And,
Oh, look, it is. Nah, that's
Yeah.
waste management. That's
Mile right there.
It's right there. It looks like a little like. It starts there, ends here.
Yeah,
the
that's
vile.
rich live in that house.
It's
They have their
lowered.
own-
It, like, that's it going under a pathway, and that the one where you're closer was it going into a house.
Fucking
Yeah,
shit in this water.
Your wounds are infected now. You're gonna get the doctor for sure.
Yeah, police and other hunters, other civilians who have kind of witnessed it from the courthouse and just from the general area begin coming in. You hear the galloping of hooves coming down the street. And seemingly riding a carriage to get a closer look seems to be Winnie and Grace from Charleston. They kind of come in and realize, kind of with faces of like, well, who else would it be? Seeing that you four are in the middle of a shitstorm, kind of begin riding in to address you. And I think that's where we're going to leave off for our break.
I was about to say, are you ending? But no, okay.
No, we do breaks, yes. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to episode. I'm fucking certain it's episode 18 of New Yerra. After essentially an all-out war with Caliburn. Really quickly, he had. Let me just check, so you guys can feel justified in the sheer amount of damage that you just did. 655 HP that man had.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did he have more HP than Umir?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
But to be fair, Umir had like legendary actions, resistances, and shit. That
Yeah.
is why.
It also had like 15 horses, so
Mm-hmm.
this was one man and a couple of gremlins.
A lot though. Damn.
Yes.
I'd watch that show. One man and a couple of gremlins.
That's this show.
Yeah. As previously mentioned before, as the sheriff enters to question you lot, at this point Nash would probably be returning. A few more officers seem to come in. A wagon with Grace and Winnie pull up. You see Winnie is kind of taking the reins, kind of just like surveying everything, and Grace kind of addresses you lot. You guys feel like telling me what the fuck just happened here?
This guy's go for it, Nash.
I'm out of breath. No, I can't talk.
Remember that sniper that fired upon us and assumingly exploded the whole sheriff office?
Yeah, the one that hurt Mayor and nearly killed Sheriff.
Yeah, that's him right here.
Well, shame Waddy couldn't be here to see it, but glad it's done. As Grace begins to lament that fact, a bullet fires, and you guys hear, and Winnie has just like fired a shot into the corpse. Sorry, I just want to make myself feel better.
As you should, Winnie.
There's
Yes,
also a
sir.
chance he wasn't really dead. Shit's weird in this world. So good on you.
Okay, so bang, it does him dead. At this point, the fucking officers are like, what the fuck is going on? Well, not to be the one to mention this, but you guys look a little beat up. Sure, you could use a nice long rest before the hunt tomorrow. You guys got your wagon situated yet?
Why?
Yeah, we bought one, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
forgot. We got one.
Good. Because I was just gonna recommend there's a guy in town kind of does modifications, stuff like that. So if you either don't have one and kind of want you guys to get set up a little bit, send you over his way.
Appreciate that.
All right.
Yeah, we reinforced the force. Fuck, I can't talk. I'm tired.
All right, man.
I just ran for over an hour.
cardio.
Yeah, I need to
I don't have that
go
card.
pick up the new set of armor too. I
Sure,
think
gotta-
this is this chainmail's last battle. It's
Good
just all
one.
melted
And
and
then-
worn.
I'm sorry about the shirt, Cherry. One day. I wore
All of
once.
the tassels are just singed.
I feel like you knew this was happening. This is some kind of retaliation.
How the fuck am I supposed to know Caliburn was coming?
Something you knew. You're using that strange magic, that strange devil magic you convened with fiends, and knew that this is how you're gonna destroy this shirt.
That don't even make any sense.
I'm
You're a
yeah,
holy
I'm
devil.
with you.
Mhm.
I have no clue what you're all talking about. Well, we're going to be on our way. We just want to stop by and say that a mayor and sheriff are actually in town. They came here for the hunt tomorrow to send us off. So they'll probably be at the hunt tomorrow if you guys want to say a few words to them. I think sheriff wants to have a few words with you guys actually. So we'll make sure we meet up there tomorrow
Yeah,
morning.
absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah,
It'd
sounds
be
good.
nice to talk to some familiar faces.
All right. Well, too easy. You like? Have fun. Bye.
Yep. See you tomorrow. Good luck with the hunt.
Winnie and Grace kind of ride off. You guys are left there. Sheriff, I keep referring to people as Sheriff because last names are weird. Sheriff O'Hurley, the half-orc sheriff of this town, is kind of directing traffic, given that you have an inn only aware to you lot. Sheriff seems to kind of just like anyone else, like, should we arrest them? He's like, don't worry about them, it's fine. Seems to be trying to get all attention away from you guys. You guys are pretty much free, especially after the hour of Nash doing laps. The rest of you have been adequately questioned and are not being placed or detained.
And of course, if it wasn't obvious, Vaughn picked up all the loot to disperse later. So,
Too easy.
and actually, while Vaughn's examining Caliburn's body, he's gonna kind of like take his pack off and kind of lift it so Benjamin can get his peepers on him and be like, "You ever seen this guy before?"
No, absolutely not. Franklin didn't have many friends or guests. It was just kind of me and him. So not really a people person over here.
I don't think this guy's much of a people anymore, to be fair, but
True, very true. Well, to counter that, no, I've never seen him before.
yeah, this is apparently that Project Caliburn that he wrote about.
Interesting. Don't know much about that. Seems pretty crazy though. This guy, I could feel the heat from your backpack. This is crazy. A lot of you. Could you get me like earplugs? Because like you guys are like firing bullets, and I'm like right there. Fuck, you know what I mean? Like just ringing. So if you guys can invest in like some earplugs, that'd be.
You don't
that'd be
have
grand.
ears.
You know, you guys are a smart group of people.
Okay.
You guys can
like a head wrap or something.
Yeah, like earmuffs. Have they been invented yet? You know, the kind of like to go over. You guys will figure it out.
We can probably do something like that. And Vaughn's gonna put the flap down and put him
No!
back on his back.
The more I
I think
go.
he's just complaining.
All right. Well, you guys want to head with us to pick up the armor, or you guys want to head back and have an early day?
I gotta pick up my own jacket I got made. So
Oh yeah, true. I'm gonna have like a pseudo mix. I got that chimera pelt fixed up. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I'll tag along, see if we can get Benjamin some earmuffs or something.
All right. Well, Cherry,
Right.
you ready to see how this armor turned out?
I sure am. You better not have disappointed.
So are we split into two groups, the tailors and the armorers, or are we all staying as one unit?
I mean, let's go as one unit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was
First
saying
stop, the Baccalay armorer. Yeah, you guys kind of make your way into like the more like close together residential areas through a couple back alleys. You find the homemade Mexer forge that Lanky Man you saw earlier seems to be kind of not making anything at the moment, but like tending to and cleaning his forge. You look past him, you see already built on two mannequins seem to be Steven's more prominently. I believe you ordered like actual armor, essentially. It
Yes.
looks like, yeah.
Uh-huh.
And next to it seems to be a bit more of a low key, regular looking duster. He recognizes you as you guys walk in. How my favorite and only two customers I've ever had.
Well, it's been a big day. Excited to see the new armor. As my previous one, he shows the chainmail all melted, has just worn out of commission.
Right, you lot look like, well, you look like me after my first attempt at using the forge. You guys don't look too flash. Well, he kind of gestures to the mannequins behind him. I already got them whipped up, so happy hunting, you lot. You two and you, nice to meet you.
Yeah, likewise.
Yeah, let's meet you.
Alright. You guys
It's-
want to talk about antique armors or weaponry?
Nope.
It's
All
gonna be a minute. It's a lot of armor to put on.
Right, well, you take your time. I'm just happy to watch.
That shit looks wild. By the way, Steven is gonna say that.
Yeah, how can you move in that?
That looks heavy.
Well, ain't nothing I ain't worked with before.
What is this,
It's
plate?
surprisingly
Half plate?
comfy. It's full plate.
Steven, you've been
Pretty much,
coughing a
go
lot.
for it.
Did some of Caliburn get in your lungs?
Yeah, I think that heated up the leftover shrapnel that was in my lungs, caused me to cough it up.
You might lost your soul. That's what caused me to cough. So you should check that out.
Yeah, you might want to check into
Yeah,
that.
that's true. I that is a good point. I might want to check that out.
Did one of you mention Caliburn? Y'all seen a sword lately?
Well, more a person named Caliburn. What's this about a sword?
Well, myth of the old country used to be a great king. He had 2 swords. First one he had was Caliburn. Second one he had much more famous, named Excalibur. Yeah,
Yeah.
I heard you say the name. I thought you'd be
Notice that.
big fan of
Sure.
old country mythology. So
Uh-huh.
I just got excited.
No, I just knew the name because I
What?
read it somewhere, but not that.
Yeah, what's you got any more information, whispers on this Caliburn sword?
Oh no, the Caliburn sword. It's just the first one, Caliburn, he had
Uh-huh.
magical weapon. But his second one, much more powerful, much more famous, Excalibur. Just kind of little tidbit, little facts for you. Both of them were just magic swords, not anything fancy about them.
Okay. And do you say they originated from the old country though?
Yeah. Well, as myth goes, and unfortunately, as much as I like to believe it, it is just myth.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, the myth goes it was an old king from the old country had the swords.
Okay. And was there a name for this king, or was that kind of lost in passing?
I thought it was
The
just
tale.
lost in spoken word, unfortunately, my friend.
Well, it's. I always love hearing stories about the old country and stuff like that. Kind of an enthusiast myself, so I appreciate the tale.
I can tell by the way you dressed. Exquisite, my dear friend.
Fine work, any bing bing.
Wasn't his name kind of like something like King Nana or something like that? He used to be a prince.
Yep, that's exactly. You know what? Now that I'm hearing it, King Nana, they called him.
All right. Well,
I thought it sounded familiar.
Yep.
Caliburn and Excalibur. Bro.
Wielded by King Nana.
As the old myth goes. Well, if there's anything else I can help you with, I'd be more than happy to. But
Do you happen to have earmuffs?
I do not, unfortunately. I do apologize.
All
I could make your ones out of metal. I don't know how good the beer's earmuffs.
It probably wouldn't help. Like,
No, not really.
The sound would kind of like reverberate and. Well, thanks for, helping out though.
I'm just doing my best. This is a hobby of mine. I don't do this professionally by any means.
Well, let me tell you, with the work you've done here, you could. I mean, this is really a stellar job.
You
Yeah,
flatter me.
You may want to consider like opening up a shop for some hunters that like to get deep in there. You know what I mean?
I mean, like, I understand, but not much demand for full plate mail. You know what I mean? Not since like the fucking late 1700s.
Yeah, it looks unwieldy. Every time I look at that, Steven, I think, how on earth is that something you're going to wear out here? Imagine a hot day and you're fighting in this shit. You're going to burn to a crisp.
Nope, it's got the same. I got the same wicking technology that kept me cool and
Pure
collected.
metal, Steven. That's pure metal.
The chainmail was also metal.
No, I don't believe a word you're telling me right now. wicked technology. That sounds like Devilcraft, like Cherry would say.
All right, well,
Yep.
it'll be fine. I can tell you that much.
You trust this guy, by the way? I kind of whispered to Steven. This is just like this is a hobby. You think that shit's gonna hold up? Once you find like Khmer or some shit?
I think it'll be good. You know,
You got a lot of faith in this.
I
guy.
have an eye for craftsmanship as a fellow metal connoisseur, and all the welds are amazing. It looks like all the work's been done well. The metal's solid. It's been quenched.
That's my favorite part of the process when I get to quench.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny. He goes like,
Very satisfying.
yeah, it's right. I like that part too. I like to watch that.
You know, metalwork. I didn't get your name,
Ezekiel.
Ezekiel. You know, maybe instead of like, you know, that supposed shop for would-be hunters, maybe you can do like gauntlets or something. Like if something bites down, they can kind of like, you know.
Suppose I can look into that.
I just think I'm very impressed with your work. So I think, you know, it could be mainstream, and you know, you could become a very wealthy man.
You absolutely flatter me. Let me say, for my first set of customers, y'all have set the bar high in terms of where I'm going to be going forward from here. I'll take that all on board. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, I think you got this. I think you've got a promising future.
Would you like me to make you something? Is that where this is going?
No, I'm just saying, you know, I think you're doing a pretty good job here.
Cook and make you like a helmet. Like, you got like a dog or something? I can make it like a cool like helmet for your dog.
Vaughn considers something.
Bear armor.
Hypothetically speaking, if you were to make armor for, oh, I don't know, an owlbear, you know,
That seems oddly specific.
you know, it's just I want to know how big you can go, essentially. You know what I mean?
Now, given the fact that I have never seen an owlbear up in person, nor do I think there would be blueprints for owlbear armor, I think I'd have a little bit of difficulty kind of molding that to a certain shape. I could give it a good old college try.
You went to college?
Absolutely not, but I've heard that saying before.
That explains why you know so much shit about the history and stories and stuff.
Tell you
I
what,
just-
I'm not in the market right now, but hypothetically speaking, maybe here and I don't know how fast owlbears age. Hypothetically speaking, of course, but
right.
if we happen to come back this way and you know we have something in need of such kind of armor, you know, maybe.
Alright.
do
Hypothetically,
that.
if you were to go somewhere, be back, and by the time you came back, a hypothetical owlbear will have hypothetically aged up. I could hypothetically make some armor for it. Alright, I understand.
How about a
Perfect.
basilisk? Could you make basilisk armor?
Now, a basilisk is a big snake. I'm not quite sure how I would affix armor to a creature such as that. I would have a feeling it would simply slither out of the armor.
That's for you to figure out how it works.
Yeah, they're pretty long and rope-like, so I don't think it would work.
That's
You have
fine.
piqued my interest.
Well, before we go, just so I don't leave on a disappointing note, can you quench something? I just want to watch. We were all talking about how it's fun. Just heat
Alright.
something up and quench it.
You just wait 5 minutes while he just like pumps the forge to heat it up. Sure, you guys don't want to talk about swords?
Nope. I'm just here for
Alright.
one thing at this point.
About 5 minutes later, after he just like pulls out this flaming. It's just a random piece of scrap metal, and he just.
Yeah, that was worth it. All right, thank you.
All right, bye.
Have a good day, Ezekiel.
You too, my friend. All right, and with that first thing crossed off the bucket list, Cherry and Steven, you can now mark off that you have a set of full plate armor.
Come on,
With the accompany.
Come on, be half plate armor.
I would say that the details of this would have been discussed prior, and it even makes sense given the fact that Stevens is more prominently and kind of like adorned in armor, that it would provide more protection, while yours is kind of like slipped and weaved in between the jacket. So half plate for you, full plate for Steven.
I do not have the strength score to wear full plate armor.
That is rather funny. And with that being said, yeah, the prerequisites as well as any of the stealth detriments are all applicable to these sets.
I already had disadvantage. I can't get double disadvantage.
I think you see in his like tired state, every time you make a step and it's like clink, Nash just looks fucking like annoyed.
Can you wear medium armor as a bard?
No.
It's rough out here. Alright,
Yeah.
well I have useless scale mail armor now.
I'm about to upgrade to studded leather.
Alright. With that being said, are we going to head over to the tailors now?
Yes.
Uh-huh. Wait till they see me show up. Yeah, that chimera cape that I had you make, just wrap it around here.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys head into the tailors that, I believe it was an old, elderly dwarven woman, kind of with that graying ginger hair. Sees you enter. Howdy. Howard, I was gonna say favorite customers, but you know what? I've been doing this a long time. I'd say top 10. You guys are pretty nice.
Well, I appreciate that.
Damn,
I'll
that
take
means
top
actually more.
10.
Yeah. Yeah, if we've been doing it a long time, we're made top 10. We met like once. That's pretty.
You know
That's
what?
just bad on society.
Seeing you, my friend, I'm gonna drop top 15. I sold you that shirt last time I met you, and you fucking ruined it.
Well, listen, I got someone lit me on fire today. That wasn't really a choice.
Well, you know what? It's my personal ranking. I'll do as I please. Top 15, still pretty good. How y'all doing?
Well,
Not bad. Just
5%
finally.
less. As good as I was.
All right.
I'm here to pick up our stuff that we ordered. I got my whole fit that was described like 2 months ago, and I don't remember what all it looked like. But it involves studded leather armor.
I believe it was this, and she pulls out, if I can call off the top of my memory, it was a all black leather duster, that reinforced leather duster that will be acting as your studded leather armor. And I'm not sure if you picked this up with that shirt that you just got, or another shirt, but you also got a velvet green vest.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, there's like a whole, I got like a whole fit that I paid for, and I had a whole discussion with Cherry. But what it is has left my brain, and I don't know.
I don't know if you got any new
watch
pants.
past episode.
Okay, so yeah, it was the black leather duster that is your studded leather armor, and then your velvet green vest.
That sounds about
And
right.
the chimera cape for you, Stephen. She runs back and grabs all the items and begins handing them out.
For the chimera cape, I just imagine that the arms are sort of sleeved out to where the paws, there's like the paws are like the end of the, so he's just got chimera mane like up by his neck, and then like
this man don't get hot.
down.
You go to like drape it over, and then you realize that Ezekiel has made like the shoulder cauldrons like movable, so that you could like drape it and then put the cauldrons back over, so it all kind of clips together. Just a sheer stroke of genius on Ezekiel's part. But yeah, you kind of drape the chimera cloak over the claws kind of hanging down by your sides and the thick mane around your neck. You've transformed from wife beater Steven to like medieval king Steven in an afternoon.
You moved from the east side, now you're at the top.
So Steven's armor kind of looks like the picture you posted for us there, right?
Correct. Yes.
Fucking cowboy Iron Man.
Yeah.
Hey, do you have earmuffs?
Unfortunately, I do not. I can make you some.
Well, we're kind of taking off tomorrow, so I don't think we have
for
time.
like 20 minutes.
Oh, if it'll take you just that, yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's just like just like fur, like a little strap. I can do that.
All right. What about a really nice pair of like leather gloves? Out of curiosity, if I were to put a description on them, murder gloves, hypothetically, of course.
Murder gloves, you call them?
Hypothetically, you know what I mean, like the really nice leather ones that would be used for murder, hypothetically.
I feel uncomfortable selling anyone an item described as murder. Can I go to manslaughter? Can we call them manslaughter gloves, and we'll leave it at that, and I'll make them for you?
Yeah, sure.
Beast
cool.
Slayer gloves. They're Beast
Yeah,
Slayer
exactly.
gloves.
Yeah, murder in parentheses monsters.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. That makes me feel better about this whole deal.
Humans are the monsters.
She goes to a shelf and leather gloves, seemingly pretty a common thing. She seems to throw you a pair of stained black leather gloves, just kind of off the shelf that had pre-made. Yeah, that'll be about $4.
For the earmuffs as well.
You know what? Make it 5. I'll throw everything together.
All right, cool.
Yeah, just mull about here for about 20 minutes while I make them. Shouldn't be too hard. And she pops into the back.
So, we just hanging out until she gets back.
Well, yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I'm tired, guys. This has been a bad day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm pretty tuckered out as well.
Yeah, it's been a little bit of a rough day today.
We should
He
drink.
says it now echoes because he's wearing a helmet.
I hate it. I hate everything about what you're wearing right now. It's hot. It looks hot. I feel hot looking at it.
Well, I'm
You
fine.
done added fur to it, Steven. Don't pretend.
I'm fine. I mean,
I'm gonna make sure we got plenty of water and you stay hydrated. I don't need you passing out there because your dumbass armor.
Steven needs to just stand in the sun for 5 minutes and he'll just cook from the inside.
nope. The sweat wicking technology, it saves it. I feel cool as a summer breeze.
I'm gonna put an egg in there with you and we're gonna have breakfast.
All right. After about 20 minutes, yeah, the elderly lady comes out with a kind of practical over kind of appearance set of just cloth, thick woolen earmuffs. She kind of hands them over. All right, and will that be everything?
Yeah, that'll be it. I think my friend will like these a lot.
I will. Thank you. What was that?
That was Steven, you know, the echo from the helmet.
Yeah, that's my helmet reverberates.
Dumb.
Well, that sounds significantly louder and a different accent to what I heard, but I'm going to ignore it.
It was the way he was facing, you know.
Right.
Mhm.
All right. Okay, that makes sense. Well, pleasure doing business with y'all. Good luck hunting.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, we appreciate it.
Now there's the click of the cane, the click of one foot, and the click of the other foot.
Click, clang, click, clang.
Click, clang, clang. Click, clang, clang. Click, clang, clang.
Yeah.
Man, we ain't gonna be able to sneak up on nothing.
Nax looks pissed. It's loud, man. Should we check out the cart thing, Bob, or whatever that Winnie or what they were talking about?
We can go check it out. See if we can get any modifications done to the wagon beforehand.
Hey, Steven, you think I've been thinking about that cart that, you know, shot at us at the bar. You think maybe we can attach the guns you picked up like on like swivels or something and
On
add
your
that to the
fixer?
cart? Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I can probably work on that. That's something I could do.
I think that'd be cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it'd definitely be nice.
All right, you guys heading over using the directions given to you by Winnie and Oh. Woody and Grace, you guys find yourself at, where is the name of this? Blackgate's Wagon Repairs and Modifications. Seems to be a larger standalone building with kind of like an office area space, and then a large stables, essentially, but for wagons. And bits of wagons seem to be like in disrepair, in disarray, pulled apart, put back together, scattering all over the walls. Inside, you see an elderly yet muscled man, the kind of as you could see a seasoned blacksmith. He has a thick brow and receding grey hair with thick grey mutton chops. Seems to be wearing a wife beater similar to Stephen, but then on top of that, a kind of apron to like keep most of the filth at bay. Seems to be working on repairing the wheel of a wagon, what's the word I'm looking for? Aligning? Adorning the sides of the stable. Seems to be different pre-made and preset options for wagons that he seems to be selling.
Hello.
He turns around from what he's doing. Yeah, what can I do you for?
We recently purchased a wagon. We were wondering if we could get it modified here.
Yeah, well, yeah, absolutely. Do you have it with you right now?
We'd have to get it brought over. It was just a open wagon for moving stuff. We were looking to take it on us, or take it with us on the hunt. Is there any way we can get some like mounts affixed to the sides of it, and maybe more sturdy so people standing in it wouldn't like fall, or if the walls wouldn't shake or come loose or anything like that?
Well, without seeing the actual wagon I'm working with, the swivels seem like they'd be no problem. You said it was an open, exposed wagon? Probably
Yeah, so,
modify
like-
some sort of roof, protective covers on top of that.
Mhm.
I got a ballista just lying in the back. I could add that if you want.
That sounds like it worked. Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
that would
What you got just lying
definitely
around?
work.
Just the ballista. Ain't nothing special.
Yeah, we definitely will be interested in that. I'll go and get the wagon pulled over so you can give it a look over. We just use it to haul barrels of oil. So
Right. I'm not even going to question the legitimacy or legality of that statement. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, bring it over. I can start working on it. So, on top of adding a roof, more security there, you want the swivels for the side. Would you like me to add anything, or do you supplying whatever weaponry you might be affixing to it?
yes, I will supply the weaponry. The biggest thing is just basically being able to, and I can alter the weapons to affix onto it, and then being able, just so they're not stuck on the wagon, people can take
Nuts.
them out.
Do you have any other like modification recommendations for hunters participating in the hunt, or
A recommendation: a wagon's a wagon. What I do recommend is once again, I can't see the kind of wagon you're working with here, but I would recommend I could add on a second kind of carriage, a more smaller wagon that you could be using for almost essentially doubling your cargo capacity in case you're pretty confident in your ability to rack up your hunts. I mean, like hypothetically, what a standard wagon would be is like 100 pound, like 1,000 pounds of cargo. Adding this would like make it 1,750 pounds cargo.
That's a
I
specific
definitely
number,
think
but
that'd
yeah.
be worth.
We also It'll depend on the size, and I guess, but we need maybe just extra tires, extra wheels in case one breaks. We can just swap that out. You don't want to be caught out there with your shit broke.
Would you be
Absolutely,
able
it's
to
always
do
good,
like?
yeah.
Would you be able to do like reinforced tires too? Like maybe have some metalworking in there to make them a little sturdier.
I could do that. Actually, I think I might already have those lying around. I was gonna say, y'all are heading out for the hunt tomorrow, I presume. I ain't gonna be able to do any like custom order shit. Like it's pretty much like what I got lying around. Like I'll be able to give you the reinforced tires, be able to just chuck a blister on it. But anything too crazy, I think that's gonna have to wait till you get back, perhaps.
Okay. Yeah,
That's fair.
that's fair. That's fine.
Your tires, though, that's good. Taking some bliss off your hands, that's probably gonna come in handy at some point.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if you roll back, grab your wagon. I'll get lug the blister out of storage. Maybe scrap up a few reinforced wheels, and we should be good to
Fair
go.
if you got one.
Yes. I mean,
Well, enough plus at least one more is what I'm saying. Maybe two
Alright.
more.
I can do that.
And if we want the extra carrying capacity, what do you think I was thinking?
Yeah.
I would say so. Yeah. Speaking of which, how much is this gonna cost us? Do you have like a quote that you can?
Adding the ballista, we're gonna chuck you in maybe 6 reinforced wheels. That's 4 for the main car, 2 spares. Secondary car, I say it's probably gonna run you around, I don't know, maybe $60, $70.
Yeah.
Everything
that-
total? Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine.
All right.
Is
Well,
that split?
Well, you said 60, 70, so let's go with 60. That sounds like the better of the two options.
make a persuasion check. You know what? That does sound like one of the better of the options. Yeah, $60.
I still got it.
That'd be $15 from each of us if we want to do it that way.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Man, I really wanted that $10 discount.
Put your everything into that. All right. This, yeah, after you bring the wagon back, he seems to affix a ballista. Seems to add kind of like a makeshift roof. Not necessarily makeshift, he's a professional, he knows what he's doing, but a added on after the fact roof. On top of that, a ballista. So the carriage is now fully enclosed, and there's a ladder leading up to the roof of that, in which the ballista is mounted. On top of that, there seem to be slits with swivels in the walls of this, with enough room for whatever weapons you wish to affix to be able to be used on there, and then a second carriage mounted onto the back. With all that, in mind, here are the stats for your new and improved wagon.
Hey.
There are a few things here that are different. The amount of animals needed, that is lowered down to a 4, and I think that's the only difference to this one here. And the wagon for the back, yeah, these are the stats for it here.
All right.
Yeah, after about an hour or two, we now get into the late afternoon of the day. The wagon seems to be up and ready to go. And yeah, as I said before, 4 horses would be required to move this kind of mounted trailer you have here.
Just so happens we have 4 horses.
I know what I'm doing.
Man, I'm hoping old Moonbeam is going to be good for this journey. We talked about this being our last big thing together, so I'm going to have to let her go after we're done, but I'm worried.
I kind of think I might have learned a new thing. I can actually ask her if you want.
You want to ask my horse? You can do that shit Joe could do.
Yeah, actually, I kind of watched Joe how she cast that spell, and I think I can do it too.
Well, shit, yeah. Hey, if you can ask, well, maybe when she's thinking about, I don't, if she's up to carrying this heavy ass wagon with a bunch of monsters on her or not.
Yeah, it'll have to be tomorrow though, because
Oh, okay,
I gave you that little heal, but
Oh, that's
and it came with 2 horses, didn't it? Didn't we buy the horses with it initially?
Did we buy horses? I don't remember doing that.
I don't recall that either.
Okay.
To be fair, Argisax is also like 2 horses, so
To be fair, I forgot you guys had bought a wagon. I forgot that you bought that last session to transport the explosives.
Mm-hmm.
Well, glad I could be of service. Happy hunting tomorrow.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. You've outdone yourself here.
Alright, what can I say? Alright. You guys leave Blackgate's wagon repairs and modifications. Late in the afternoon, the hunt is tomorrow, and you have the rest of the night to yourselves. What's everyone getting up to?
Steven is going to work on modifying the Tommy guns to be able to affix to the wagon eventually, like through the peak holes.
Alright. Give me an intelligence check as you park up the wagon outside the hotel and begin working on it yourself.
Would you allow me to use my tinker?
Yeah, absolutely. Add proficiency.
And if Vaughn can help, he will, since he suggested it. So
Roll with advantage. Stacks on stacks on stacks.
Tools, efficiency, and does Tinker's tools use strength, dex?
I
Uses
believe it's
whatever-
intelligence.
I think
Uses
any tool
intelligence?
uses whatever the DM decides it uses for the roll plus proficiency, essentially.
Yeah. Alright, and I have advantage. Nat 20.
Let's go. Yeah, easily said. Within the night, Vaughn and Steven, you guys just having a little bro moment, just like doing some bro stuff, working on this wagon. Yeah, you're able to affix each of the 4 slits and mounts a kind of device on the bottom of the Tommy gun that allows for it to clip on and steady its aim, will also be easily removable. That being said, the stat block for the wagon, it said that there are 4 arrow hole slits. Those can only be, while the Tommy guns are attached, those areas can only be used with the Tommy gun. You have to remove it if you want to use your own weapon. But yeah, with a natural 20, those are easily attached.
I'm suspicious, by the way. Roll20 rolled 20, 20, 20, 19. Just gonna swing back.
that's fine. Also, while we're working on the Tommy guns, if there's any way I can attach a lantern hook to the back corner, I would do so for Benjamin, so he doesn't have to sit in the pack all the time.
Yeah, easily done. You find a little hook, you attach it to the back of the wagon. Back of the armored wagon where you guys tend to stay, not the monster wagon. So
yeah. So he can hang out with us still.
Yeah, easily done. That takes 2 seconds. You just screw in a little hook to the ceiling and you attach Benjamin. This is much better. Like I said, I was living in a bookcase, so this is pretty cool. I like it.
Yeah, I thought you'd like it. And I got you these too, and I'll put the earmuffs on them.
Nice. That didn't pick up. Oh, nice. This is very cool. I can't hear myself.
Really?
He'll move one off one where the ear's supposed to be.
Nice. Yes,
How does that work?
The magic has pre-existed the human species for long. Do not intend to try to ever fully comprehend the nature of this wonderful world we inhabit.
I don't like it.
I feel like you don't like me. Have I done anything to upset you?
I'm fine with you. You ain't got ears.
I have ear holes.
I'm not fine with you.
Oh,
It's
well,
on
that's
site.
Miss Valentine. You say that while looking at me. It makes me very uncomfortable.
Don't
You're
forget, I
so
was the
lucky I
first one
haven't
to
pinted you yet.
Pinted
Punted?
me?
find it.
Punted,
Oh, I
right.
thought you were gonna turn him into a drink receptacle.
I might.
Yeah. Wow.
Benjamin, come with me.
No, I physically can't, but if I could, I wouldn't.
If you were full alcohol, she'd have liked you much more, to be fair.
I probably could have had the potential to create alcohol given my magical properties, but you have shattered my gems, therefore leaving me unable to cast magic.
I mean, if we're able to fix you, I think we've bonded at this point, so I'd be okay with trying to get you your magic back, but
I would honestly love that a lot, because this whole being a disembodied head, the ability to fly again would be quite nice. I'm not going to lie. No, I'm not getting a lot of good feedback on that idea. A lot of
I don't know how to go about.
Well, I mean,
could maybe repair the crack in the gym. I got some magic. I might be able to mend it or something, but I don't know if it's gonna work when I do that. So at least you could have two eyes again. Do you only see out of one of these gyms? You got a gym in one, a hole in the other. Which one can you see through, Mister? My organs work without having them.
The gem acts as my visuatory stimuli.
Take a hand on his blind side, so you can't see this.
I can see your pinky coming into vision every now and then, but besides that, not much.
Interesting. Well, hey, you got that gym, Steven? We can maybe shove it back in there. At least you can see.
I guess, yeah.
Just gonna throw it out there. I think it's gonna take a bit more than just, and I quote, shoving it back in there. If a human being had a severed eyeball, would your idea to fix it just be shoving it back in there?
Yep.
To be fair, you did said that magic is, interesting and mysterious.
Yeah. Anything is
I
possible,
said-
Benjamin.
I said to try
shove
that
it in.
Oh, God.
Shove
Oh,
it in.
please.
Steven, give me the gym. I'm shoving it in on principle.
No, please.
Steven will take the gem out and look at a way to affix it, probably attempting to maybe reconnect or mend whatever was holding it in place initially.
Are you using this over any magical means, or are you just attempting to, by all nature's physical property, put it back?
I'm going to, I'm not going to force it in. I'm going to move it to place and then try to mend the receptacles that were broken when we ripped it out.
Right. You place it in, you cast the minion spell. The actual crack on the gem seems to close up, but you have a feeling that there was magic holding those gems in place, not necessarily just placing it. So you hold it there and you cast mending. The crack in the gem seems to fix itself, but it does not stay in place.
All right. Well, mending didn't work. You got any other ideas? Shoving it in also did not work.
Well, technically, I can do this, and I kind of take my ring and I cast telekinesis on it, which I could do at will. I just make him float. How's that feel? Does that make you happy?
Whoa! All right. I mean, similar feeling to flying. I'm just not in control of this whatsoever.
I could carry you around like this sometimes if you want to go for a walk.
Wow. Just on the principle of being a grown 500-year-old man, that feels strange being taken for walks. But honestly, I'm gonna know myself. In about a month's time, I'm gonna get tired of hanging on this hook, and I'd probably ask you for a walk. So not exactly opposed to the idea.
So what you're saying is yes, and I like use the telekinesis to make him nod.
That's just a vast invasion of privacy.
I think it ain't privacy. Now, like free will and saying that makes more sense. So I'll put you back.
Thank you. Cool wagon you guys got here. Nice.
He's a
Yes.
cool earmuffs.
Thank you.
You could throw him, Nash. You could throw him so far with that.
Please don't listen, Nash. Don't listen to her, please.
I don't know. Listen, but I was the first one to greet you cordially. I ain't got no issue with you.
Right. You just seem in a sour mood, my man. I just,
I'm tired.
that's fair.
Yeah, we everyone kind of got fucked up by Caliburn.
Yeah, I figured you guys would go to sleep and me and we were gonna do this while you guys rested, and I was just gonna take a late nap. But
No, Cherry and I just here watching you the
everybody's
whole time.
yeah, everybody's staying up.
Yeah, a little bit of help, makes the process go a little bit quicker.
Oh,
So
well, I
that
wasn't
Yeah,
helping.
yeah.
I was just watching. Yeah.
Anywho,
Using a
me helping
hammer?
you, Steven, will help us get our full 7 hours. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So yeah, speaking, you said like 500 years old. Someone mentioned a sword, the sword Excalibur and the sword Caliburn. Have you heard anything about tall tales of a King Nana?
Forgot about
Clay, you're gonna have to Google Prince Nana for results.
What's that?
I said you're gonna
Prince
have to
Nana?
Google,
Thank you.
Google Prince Nana for results.
Thank you, Prince Nana.
Add an AEW
Um,
after that.
AW.
Yeah.
AEW.
What am I? Okay. Maybe I can refresh myself. Thank you.
No, I'm unaware of those names or any significant meaning they might have.
Okay. Well, supposedly, I guess enchanted swords, tales from the old country.
Yes.
I figured if anybody would know, I'd be an old person like you.
Right. Well, I may have exaggerated on the 500 years old part. I was alive during the 1600s, during the great arcane boom of the old country, when people started doing crazy shit with magic. You know what I mean? Like for a long time, humans were like, "Oh, we don't know how to do this," and like some guy came along and turned a cat into a scorpion, and then we were like, "That's kind of cool." And then people started putting their souls inside of little skulls, and it just kind of all really got out of hand.
So
Did you
Yeah,
put
how-
your own soul into a skull?
I was gonna ask, did you kind of do this willingly, or?
This was seemingly a last resort of mine. I was a great scholar and magician of my time. And in my dying moments, I transferred as an attempt to not lose such a magical mind of my own. Placed my soul into this visage. Visage?
And now you're here.
Yes. Well, I could walk around on my own free will. Then a man discovered a way to seemingly control my own free will. Kept me under lock and key, as you would. And from then on, I've been passed around from rich folk to rich folk, all the way to one Roland Hoyt. And then from him, I was given to Franklin Strauss as a departing gift from the Central Republic. So if you could find Roland and fucking destroy whatever he has, so I could get my free will back. I think the only reason I'm able to act independently now is because you have severed said magic. But I believe once you repair that gem, I will once again be under servitude of whoever has possesses the ability to control me. Sorry, sometimes the fucking.
Benjamin, I really like you. I think you're a pretty cool guy. You could have told us that before we tried to fix the gem. That would have kind of fucked you over, yeah?
Yeah, I was really confident that whatever you tried was not going to work, so I just thought I'd let you guys figure that out on your own.
I think that Benjamin should be put in a bucket of alcohol and just let it soak in so you can have a little break,
What possible purpose would that serve?
Possible intoxication.
I don't think so.
What's one way to find out?
You got invisible ears. Who knows what else you got?
Yeah, if I have invisible ears, I might have invisible lungs, so please don't drown me.
We should test that just to see if you could.
I
hang
really
out on
don't
the water.
think we should.
I'm talking about like 2 seconds in water and see how that feels for you.
Nash, you need to go to sleep.
Yeah,
Cherry.
Nash. Yeah,
Cherry.
you got the right
No, no.
idea.
I ain't saying
Terry.
torture the man. I'm saying let's make sure that see if he can
What
breathe
other
underwater or
possible?
not.
That's textbook definition waterboarding.
For 2 seconds to see if you can breathe underwater or not.
I mean,
Yeah.
we could just give him like a sip of alcohol. Well, first off, see if he can taste it or anything, and then
I don't think he can sip it. You should turn him upside down and pour it into his head.
from the old country, I've heard of a term called butt chugging, and I don't think that's a good idea.
That's an ancient family secret right there, but
It's no secret, Cherry.
you just bypass them organs, you know?
Listen,
Direct line.
some of those guys back at the Central Republic, some people did some things they wish they hadn't. People ended up dead.
Don't blame the old country for that fucking practice. That is a Louisiana special right there. Nothing to do with the old country.
While we're all just kind of shooting the shit, and I'm in a cranky mood anyway, we're talking to Benjamin, I want to look at Benjamin, and I want to use the thing that I sold my soul for to get a read on him.
What is your? I don't think I've ever told you. I
don't
did
know
actually
exactly how
write,
it works. So.
Yeah, I did actually write how it worked, and I just didn't tell you. That's crazy.
Fuck up, Sam.
Yeah,
It's fine if I don't know how it works. I just do a thing sometimes.
They need to make believe it's a charisma check against your spell save DC,
16.
and it's pretty much as simple as that. So what is using Demi-Lich stats? What's your spell save DC?
16.
Okay, he needs to roll abysmal for this to fail. Like that. Like a 4. Yeah, 4 would do it. You see, as you guys are shooting the shit, Benjamin seems to be, playfully playing along, joking back. You kind of focus in on that one remaining gem and you look in. You have a sense that there is no body here, but your power doesn't require a body, it requires a soul. That Benjamin definitely has present. And you get flashbacks to a younger man dressed in very different clothing. I'm talking 16th century medieval European clothing. He's a younger man. He's, by conventionally attractive, kind of shaggy brown hair, blue eyes, kind of a 5 o'clock shadow. And it starts off innocent enough. It starts off with, as he described earlier, he was born during the kind of arcane boom of the 16th century. Practices, whether they be in connection with demons, those demonic sigils, looking into those Eldritch symbols, but not, the research not being quite present to develop any of that further. He made a reference to a scorpion turned into a cat you see very popular at the time, almost as like a fad. You know how like modern day people, like those fucking Hollywood mums, have like little purse dogs? It was very popular at the time to modify pre-existing animals. You see cats with eagle wings coming out of their shoulder blades, or a cat with a scorpion's tail. These kind of weird... I hesitant to call them abominations of animals, but definitely kind of chimeras, to steal a term from Full Metal Alchemist. These just kind of mixtures of different animals. And then things start to get a bit darker. Maybe these animals aren't exactly consenting to the experiments they're being put under. Maybe these magics that are so prevalent, popular at the time, having a bit of a darker toll on society just as a whole. Nothing directly evil from Benjamin himself. He hasn't murdered anyone, he hasn't assaulted, hasn't cursed anyone, but you have a general sense that the strange obsession that these people had at the time was not a positive one on society as a whole.
All right. Good to know. At least he ain't sacrificing people for immortality or nothing, so I stay quiet and about it and just keep going on.
He has a plus 11 to charisma saving throw, so I'm actually quite glad he failed it. Just got to get a little bit of story in there sometimes.
Hey Benjamin. Later on, do you think I can get you like a book stand and like kind of put a book there and turn the pages for you? Just so you can do something while we're on the road.
Honestly, that would be, rather pleasant. You'd have to angle it on like one side. Like, don't put it straight in front of me because I'd be reading like one page. Like,
Right.
angle it. Yeah, no, that'd be nice.
Yeah, I think we can do something, right, Steven?
Mm-hmm. We'll get her done.
I'm free. I can just do the thing, the ring too, or I can make a boat float and turn a page. And
Yeah, I'm down with
here.
reading time with Nash. That sounds quite pleasant, actually.
All right. I mean,
Did you have any favorite books growing up, Nash, that you care to share? We could go like one off each. Like, we'll read a book from your childhood, then read a book from mine.
I mean, damn, I ain't read in years since 8th grade, really. Nah, I mean, I've read books a lot. Mostly, we told stories about the fire, that kind of thing, though.
Hmm.
Not a lot of books as a kid.
We could start with one of mine. The Arcane Secrets, the Transmutation of Smaller Animals. We'll start with that one, and then
Alright.
you can tell me a story of yours.
I don't know if I got a copy of that, but I could check somewhere.
Yeah, if we could find what that'd be. That was a favorite of mine as a kid.
Well,
In the middle, there's like a pop-up section of the book, and like a little cat comes out. It was very weird, given the fact that it's like a very scientific document that they had that in the middle there, but I enjoyed it.
Transmutation of animals, you called it? What was it one more time?
Arcane Secrets of the Transmutation of Smaller Animals.
So it don't work on big animals, then?
Well, the kind of magic required is slightly different and more powerful. I think the biggest we got in the 1600s, we could, like a dog, we could like give... like I saw a dog with a lion's mane, or a dog with like the coloration of a tiger. Those are pretty cool. I think that's as big as we got.
All right, well, yeah, I'll look into that. I don't think they got that, guys.
We'll have to do some digging.
Benjamin, I had a pretty interesting book that I read during my time in the military. It was called The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent by Kick Nage.
Kick Nage, yes. Another fellow scholar of mine back in the day. It was a good read.
Oh, really? Really?
I met him in person.
Lucky, he seems like a fascinating person.
He was. Eccentric man. A brilliant talent. Generational star, I'd say.
Would you say the crowning star, greatest star of our time?
I would say so. At any time, really. Big fascination with bees he had. We were out there doing, our magic secrets on cats. He made a bee with the coloration of a tiger. It was the same thing, but it was orange instead of yellow, but it was a big deal for him.
I really thought you were going to say he made a bee cat, because we've actually encountered bee cats on our journey, and that wasn't really fun.
No, those are completely natural to New Yerra. That is a New Yerra special. We didn't get those back in the old country. Shit's terrifying. There was like no monsters back in the old country. That's why we just did magic, because we were fucking bored. You know what I mean? Like, nothing to do. Yeesh. Just rained all the time. We were like, let's turn cats into pigeons.
That's fair.
I feel like I trail off sometimes, and you guys just like don't say anything, and it's just fucking tough crowd. Yeesh.
I mean,
And like I can't walk away. You've hooked me up here, so I'm just gonna keep talking until you guys turn around. So this is really on you to end this conversation.
I mean, to be fair, it's just a lot to take in. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, thank you, Nash. Have a nice nap.
You see, Steven has been standing there, not saying anything this whole time. And if you really listen in, you hear faint snoring. He's fallen asleep in his armor.
Vaughn kind of turns around. He's like, "Did you just fall asleep standing up?"
I think he did. I think the sheer amount of plate mail he's wearing has he went limp and it all kind of solidified, keeping him upright. That's my hypothesis.
I read another book about this redhead that had armor like that. It's kind of weird.
Never heard of that one. That one sounds like a fiction book.
Yeah, it had to be fiction. It's
Yeah.
a little weird. Anywho, I guess we're all gonna go to bed. Steven has passed out standing up.
Yes.
Nash looks pretty tired, and Cherry hasn't had her nightly alcohol yet.
Right. Well, it's been an absolute pleasure. Why, Miss Valentine? What have I done to earn your scorn?
What do you mean? What do you mean? What have you done to earn my scorn?
I've been nothing but cordial and pleasant.
You have the voice of the devil, and you have also harmed my friends.
I have the voice of Benjamin.
And Benjamin of Hell.
No, Benjamin of the Old Country.
Ben's gonna be old of life. When I get the opportunity, Benjamin, I got my eyes on you.
I have my gem on you, Miss Valentine. So watch yourself.
That bucket's got your name on it. Just you wait.
Did you say nut
Yes.
bucket?
Not the nut bucket.
Anything but the nut bucket.
20 sessions from now, when Benjamin has his own body, we're gonna be torturing somebody and be like, "Benjamin, fetch the nut bucket."
I hate that.
Benjamin's like, no, I hate the nut bucket, not again.
Right, well, pleasant evening to you all, except for you, Miss Valentine.
Do you want to stay here during the night, or do you want to come in with us? I mean,
You know, last night, the owlbear managed to get a hold of me and sat on me as if he was nesting an egg. Now, pride aside, it was actually rather comfortable, so if we could rearrange a situation like that, I'd be pretty happy.
wait, so you wanna hang out with the owlbear then?
Yes. He could be a bit rough, but like sleep-wise, he's quite comfortable.
Okay, we can do that, and Vaughn will take him off his hook and take him inside
Alright.
in the
Yes,
pack,
yeah.
not just free holding.
Just Shakespearean style to be. Yeah, you guys head in to the hotel, each of you finding your own rooms. As you're taking Bitch from upstairs, Vaughn, you just hear from the backpack, maybe we could find a way to attach myself to the top of the owlbear, and then I could ride him into battle. Just kind of faint thoughts and ramblings of Benjamin as you make your way up. But you guys get into bed, you get a long rest, and you can also, I know it's pretty quick back to back, but it is a significant character you guys can level up after defeating Caliburn.
Go.
Oh, you did say level up?
Yeah, level up!
Didn't we just level up?
Yep, I said it, despite it being quite quickly.
Yeah.
I feel like defeating Franklin Strauss and then Caliburn, those are each achievements worthy of level up.
Well, damn.
Good, all right, Sam. Whatever you say.
Whatever you say.
That means we're gonna find something fucked up next time.
Oh, y'all are starting the hunt. Y'all are starting the hunt. Alright, to expedite this process, let's not level up your characters like right now.
Right now, yeah.
Too late, I'm doing it. You can't just say things like that.
Alright, next morning,
Mhm.
you wake up, the 10th of March, it's now here. It's weird to think that you guys have only known each other for a single month. Meeting back in February. But, yeah, it is now here. The event that has brought you all together as a group, the Great Southern Hunt. You guys exit down, start loading your wagon full of the provisions that you stole from Franklin Strauss's house. Just the gear that you've kind of gathered along the way. You kind of load the owlbear, you attach Benjamin up into his little hook. As you're doing so, it seems like every hunter in the city is doing the exact same thing. getting their gear ready. Everyone kind of, after a few hours getting ready, converges in the massive city square outside the mayoral office. As you guys are getting together, you see crowds of hunters that you've just never seen before, some of them looking like eccentric and exciting characters. In the far side of the courtyard, you see, you spot Amir, Waddy's fiance, and his father, Sheriff Sankar. Amir is talking to Winnie, who seems to be trying her best to cheer him up. You notice at a close look, his nose is red, his eyes swollen. Amir looks like he has been crying all night. Grace and Sheriff Sankar, the more stoic of the group, seem to be kind of talking and mulling over just details of the hunt. As they spot you, you guys heading into this large group in this courtyard, they kind of, Grace and Sheriff Sankar make their way over to you to meet you halfway. If you see Grace there. Well, happy hunting, everybody. It's Grace to see you. Sheriff here, like I said, he just wanted to have a chat to you. Wish you good luck for we go off hunting. I need to help Winnie kind of get the cart ready, but I'll probably be seeing you guys out there on the field, so good luck.
Yeah, absolutely. Happy hunting to you as well.
Yeah, likewise.
All right. As she runs over, as you see, she's walking over to Winnie. She's like rubbing Amir on the back, who still seems to be a bit choked up, and then begins loading the cart. Sheriff Sankar making the rest of his way to you lot. Well, it's been a long time. You see that he's still kind of covered in severe burns from the incident. But he seems to be doing a lot better. It's been a long time.
We paid back Caliburn for that burn you got on you.
I do appreciate that, Stephen. Winnie and Grace caught me up on everything, including what became of Waddy. I can't say that I don't feel a little guilty, being the reason that he ran off in such a huff, but, it sounds like, not to be cruel to my son's fiance, but you reap what you sow.
Yeah, he could have.
We could have just walked. We could have just went around the area. We would have been completely fine.
Yeah, well, as much as he loved my son, I never would have said Waddy was a overly intelligent individual. That being said, I appreciate the little bit of revenge you got from me, my son, and Waddy. Now I intended to give this to him, Waddy being when he entered the hunt with Winnie and Grace as a form of keeping him safe, but maybe I can give it to you lot in hopes that you'd help you by any means to return Waddy to the material realm. And he, ever since you first saw him, on top of, the finely adorned facial hair, the kind of colorful purple and vibrant colors of his turban and his jacket, he's had a sword holstered by his side. He seems to unholster it, unsheath it about halfway, and it seems to be a authentic Indian, I believe it is pronounced Tulwar? Probably butchering that. Tulwar seems to be a curved steel short sword. As he kind of unsheaths it a little bit out of its holster, you can feel it just radiates a freezing aura kind of thing. And then he closes it. Hands it probably to you, Stephen, as he knows that you're probably the most martially inclined. As you touch it, even through the holster, it is freezing cold to the touch. Not painfully so. You feel like if it wasn't a weapon made to be wielded, it would be excruciatingly cold. But you touch it, you feel that freezing nature, but it doesn't actually do any damage. I've had that since I came here from my homeland. So, I thought it might do you some good in whatever places you might be finding Waddy. Like I said, I plan on giving it to him, but seems like the next best option is to give it to you.
Yes, well, I really appreciate that. I typically haven't tried to use any other swords other than my whip here, but I'm sure this will come in quite handy as we're fighting through wherever we need to go to find Waddy, and as we get there on this hunt.
Well, I appreciate the confidence you hold in yourselves. Sure you do great in the hunt. I know it's a competition, but look after Winnie and Grace on the road while you're out there. Amir's already lost his fiance. I'm not sure I can lose any more friends. So keep an eye out for them. And I'm sure I've heard it a million times today, but happy hunting.
You as well.
Well, I ain't hunting, but I appreciate that.
Right. I'm sorry. I'm still tired.
General question. How's Leroy doing? He doing all right?
He's been spending, quite frankly, an unnerving amount of time with a small child. I've learned to be Jacob. He seems fine. He
doesn't
he's
seem
been
he doesn't seem a little stiff, right? Not for any particular reason.
Seems quite uncharacteristically limber for a man of his age.
Okay. Perfect.
Sounds like Leroy.
That's a good sign.
No, don't tell him you're thinking of him.
Yeah, we actually picked up a camera not too long ago, so we got some pictures of some crazy things. Let me tell you.
Well, I'm sure we're more than excited to share those with you, or for you to share those with him. Right. Well, I mean, me and Amira just came here to wish Winnie and Grace, as well as you lot by extension, happy hunting. We'll be heading back to Charleston later today. Any other messages you want me to bring to the people?
Yeah. Can I give you some money to pass off to that boy you mentioned, Jacob?
Yeah, I can do that.
He's running a business for me, and we're partners. So I'm gonna pull out $50 and hand it to him.
Well, you handed me $50 to give to a child.
Oh, he ain't just a child; as a business owner.
All right.
He's running the newspaper, the only one in your town.
The Charleston Times, I've heard of it.
Is it good?
There's like 2 issues. Not much happens in the town. There was the first one, which you were on the front cover of. You holding that godforsaken monster, and yeah, second one was a lot less interesting.
Well, you know, it's you can't expect them all to be winners. 1 out of 2, 50%. That's pretty good so far.
Yeah. He set the bar high. The first one was unveiling of Skinwalker, sheriff department blown up by letter, and those are the only 2 stars in the first one, but they were good. And so, the second one was just like, oh no, there's not many fish in the sea anymore. The fishing's bad. Like, it just wasn't as interesting.
I don't know. That sounds like a hard-hitting piece, though, about overfishing.
Wait, you know what? It made some serious changes, given the fact that Leroy was our only fisherman. He's, decreased by 50%, so we've really brought that population back.
That's good to hear. Make the change.
Yeah. All right, well, I'll be sure to hand this money to him. Sorry, Mom.
Nash, how long does it take you to set up that camera?
I mean, it's not a whole thing, but I can get it done in a couple minutes.
I was gonna say, if you want, we can take a picture and send it back and give them a story. Great Southern Hunt begins and all that jazz.
That's good. That's good. You should be part of the business, Vaughn.
I mean, we've discussed my other kind of business that I want to build, but we'll think about it a little bit later.
Let's go get a picture together and we'll talk about the hunt, and we'll be on the cover. You can go ahead and tell him to write it that we won by the time it's published.
You take the few minutes to set up the camera. Sheriff Sankar takes the camera off you. Massive tripod kind of gets everyone in. Get that big ballista in the shot. That looks fucking cool.
Yeah.
So he kind of packs you in front of the thing.
Hands under it. I'm holding the ballista.
He takes that photo. Takes like 5 minutes for it to like come out fully processed. And in that time, these hunters begin, packing away their carts, getting everything ready. The mayor takes the stand. Now, I know we've been living in unprecedented times. Seems like everything that can go wrong will go wrong. Our leading finance upon the games mysteriously died in a church. Then after that, a scientist from the Central Republic was arrested for kidnapping and murdering a child, as well as practice of the dark arts. During the sentencing of the century, that man was then shot by an assassin, in which that assassin was killed in the streets and set fire to the courthouse.
Woo!
Other people are like, woo, yeah! No, that's not what I meant. Now, I say all these things not to remind you of the awful things we've experienced as a town, but to remind you of what we have persevered through to get here, and I am truly excited that, regardless of all that, we have still continued this great tradition and your great southern hunt. With my closing statements, the games officially begin. Happy hunting! And the crowd kind of cheers. The mayor kind of like waves and wanders off. And
Rodan is going to shoot forward and just start scouting. And he's going to look for the closest monster that we can get to.
Make me a perception check from Rodan.
Rodan lets out the biggest, just like guttural, "Ugh!" as he flies away.
He just sounds more and more human-like as the campaign goes on.
Oh shit! I just realized I could talk to Rodan later.
D&D Beyond is the one that I can use. Perception check. He's got advantage. What was it? 15.
15. Not immediately. Rodan begins to circle, keeping an eye out. Nothing immediately pops up. But yeah, as the mayor finishes his speech, everyone begins grabbing into their carriages, begins riding out. It is a massive kind of traffic jam of carts coming in and out of the city. Mainly out of the city, I should say, hitting... And it's called the Great Southern Hunt because it happens in southern states, but it's actually going from east to west. So everyone's funneling out of the western exit. You guys, I assume, without further ado, join that mass exodus. You guys are stacked in there. Benjamin hooked up. The owlbear in there with you. As you guys
Smited.
fucked up. I'm assuming the cameras are fucked as well, right?
Yes,
Yep.
they are.
Uh-huh.
Actually, we're more or less all correct, except for Sam.
Alright, okay. I actually was beginning the ending monologue, so this isn't that bad. I will say, as the rest of the party begin funneling their way out of the city among the other mass group of hunters, Rodan's circling overhead looking for their first hunt of a months-long journey to a neighboring city of, I believe, Davidson. We cut to Sheriff Sankar holding a printed-out photograph of our party standing valiantly in front of their ballista-mounted wagon as a marker of the whole reason that you guys met as a group, the Great Southern Hunt. And with that, we will be ending this session. Sorry about the cameras. Thank you all for sticking with us.
Sam, real quick, just to
Yes.
make the picture a little bit cuter, can we have like the owlbear peeking through like the little like slit?
Yeah,
hole?
one of the slits in the thing.
Yeah.
I came back just for the ending sequence.
We edited the picture, and now the owlbear's looking out through one of the little slits.
I was just saying, as the rest of the group begin exiting the city, Rodan looking overhead, we cut to Sheriff Sankar holding the photo of you guys, all in front of the thing, little owlbear poking out. You can see a green shimmer of Benjamin's eye, kind of like half poking out. And with that, we're going to end our session. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you guys for playing. And I'm very excited for the next session as the Great Southern Hunt officially begins nearly 20 episodes in. We're finally here. Love yourself, love each other, love animals, stay hydrated. Hope Juicy Man's eye stops bleeding. And
Fine.
End it, Sam. I gotta go pee.
Okay, bye.
End it.
Brent's gonna be bye.
Good night. Farewell.